All right, welcome everybody to the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic. We are here in Cullman, Alabama. We've got a sunny day. Wind just kicked up for our Pro Pressure Point Shootdowns, our last one of the year, the season 2025. This is the culmination of all our hard work. Welcome everybody to the Competition Archery Media booth. Welcome everybody to the Competition Archery Media broadcast booth. I'm PJ Riley, sitting alongside my man Nathan Brooks. Nathan, we've had a pretty good weekend so far.
Yeah, yesterday we saw some crazy weather move in the afternoon hours with this summer heat. Downpouring rain, but yesterday morning was really nice. So they got out early and they got to shoot their round. At least the pros did. The amateurs may have had to struggle with some rain, but today has been beautiful, and they are just putting up some scores that's reflected the weather too, how nice it was.
Well, one of the things about the Classic, Nathan, is then this is when we determine Shooter of the Year in all of the classes in ASA, but the pro classes, that's who we're talking about here. And that is a culmination, basically the best shooter over the course of the season. This season was crazy. We had London canceled due to a tornado. Metropolis, we only got half the round. Forget how we got there. We still have a Shooter of the Year, and our first division up is Senior Pro, and here is our Shooter of the Year, and I'll let you tell me about these people, especially that guy on top there.
Well, I would love to tell you all about these guys. The Senior Pro class is close to me, so Keith Alstrom coming in at 5th place at 1630. Jeff Hopkins, who has won this division and such a long time professional shooter that's done so good over the years. Darren Christenberry come in at 3rd at 1641. That's again an awesome story. And then Tony Tazza in 2nd place, who is always shooting strong. And then Stephen Altizer, rookie Senior Pro Stephen Altizer gets his Shooter of the Year victory, and really super proud of Stephen. You know, I'm very close with him personally, and his family's here to see it, and
it was an awesome moment on the range, Nathan. I was out there when he did it, when he finished his round, and it was cool because he did have a little bobble there right at the end. He said the nerves were getting to him, and he dropped a couple points, and so we weren't quite sure, you know, did he drop too many? Where is he? Is he still Shooter of the Year? And it took like 15 minutes for us to convince him, yes, you are the Shooter of the Year. He just kept saying over and over, are you sure? Was it me? Did I win?
That, maybe like the Luke Bryan thing where he's like, is he down? Is he down? So I get that, you know, and it's been a long time coming for Stephen, so couldn't be more happy for Stephen.
Yeah, congratulations to him. That is awesome in his rookie year. But now to get to the Classic, our first group up here, Senior Pro. This is the standings for the tournament. Run those through us for Nathan.
So Harold Koger at 399, Jeff Hopkins 404th place, Stephen Altizer, your Shooter of the Year, at 409 in 3rd, Jack Wallace at 411. That's only 1 point behind our leader, Darren Christenberry, at 412. And normally Darren would be sitting right here beside you, except for when he's shooting his bow and doing really well. So that's when I get to come in. So I'm always happy when Darren shoots good because I like this time with you, PJ.
We are glad to have you here, Nathan Brooks. That is for sure. So it looks like our pros have done their judging, and so we're going to get right to the action. All right, here we go. We're going to start the shoot down tonight with Senior Pro. Our 5th place qualifier with a score of 399 and 10 bonus rings. From West Union, West Virginia, shooting for Darton, Harold Kogar. And our number 4 qualifier with a score of 413 bonus rings. From Lacona, Iowa, shooting for Matthews, Jeff Hopkins. Our 3rd place qualifier with a score of 409 and 12 bonus rings. From Cedar Bluff, Virginia, shooting for Elite, Stephen Altizer. And our number 2 qualifier with a score of 4, 11, and 12 bonus rings. From Townville, South Carolina, shooting for Matthews, Jack Wallace. And our number 1 qualifier with a score of 4, 12, and 10 bonus rings. From Spencer, Indiana, shooting for Elite, Darren Christianberry. All right, Nathan, so for our folks who are just potentially tuning into a broadcast for the first time, we've got 5 pros out there, we've got 5 targets, and this is what we call unknown distance. Run through what that means for our viewers.
So these targets are set at a distance that is unknown to them. Now these guys are really good at figuring that distance out. So in the game of archery, every yard at the speeds that these guys are shooting, if they miss the distance, that's usually about an inch to an inch and a half of change in elevation. So these guys have to get this distance really, really close in order to get the score they're looking for.
All right, and we've got a series of, so this is what we call 3D archery. So we're shooting at foam animals out there. We've got a javelina, bedded buck, the wolf, sheep, and the lynx. We should mention that in this class, Senior Pro, the max distance is 50 yards, give or take a little bit, little wiggle room. So we know that much.
Yeah, so they could be just a little past 50 or so. These guys, you know, they've been around a long time. I can't begin to tell you all the accomplishments that all these guys have had. I'm looking there at that little javelina that Darren just shot. Can't tell if that's a 12 or not, but it's awfully close.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, Nathan.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
we've got.
What a good way to start for Darren Christianberry at 12. So talking about unknown distance, PJ.
Yep.
The mindset of the shooter when he gets out there and he shoots that first target, that tells him what he needs to know about that field, about the rest of the targets out there. If he steps up and he hits that first one like Darren just did,
Yeah.
I guarantee you his confidence is sky high now that he's right on all the rest of them.
All the rest.
And so that's how you want to start. Now, for the guy that starts off and shoots low or shoots high, he may have to rethink things just a little bit.
Like this one right here.
Ooh, yeah.
We got a 5.
Moves him to a 414 with 12 bonus rings.
Yeah.
Little low.
Yeah, so there's a look at Jeff Hopkins right there, as you mentioned, has won a pile of these.
Wow, look at that.
14?
Yeah, I did not expect that, but it does not surprise me.
So Jeff Hopkins has been playing this game since the beginning, and he's told me many times he has never missed an ASA. It's like over 30 years, I think it is.
That's unbelievable. The tour started in 1993.
93, okay, so more than 30.
Yeah, crazy. I actually shot with Jeff one time in Louisiana, and he had chicken pox. That tells you how bad he wanted to be there. And he hired a guy at the local grocery store, just run into a guy, and hired him to come out and pull a cooler of drinks around for him because he was in such bad shape. I'm not lying. I was there. I saw that.
Chicken pox, what is this, like the 1800s?
That's what I'm saying. Crazy, crazy freak thing, but sure enough, he had chicken pox.
Speaking of sick there, we just had a shot of Digger Kogar there. He's been battling. He said he's been sick all year, but he found a way to get it together and get into this final. So congrats to him. There's the big man. Farmer in Iowa.
He grows some big deer, too.
Yes, he does. And he shot at the Lynx. He went for the 14 again.
Naked eye right here.
Boy.
That's awfully close.
He's in the right area.
So Digger shooting at the javelina. That's target number 1. That looks like it's close to the low 12, providing that's what he was shooting at, and I think it was. So something to note here too, PJ, for your first-time viewers. The way this is scored, you have an upper and a lower 12. Now the shooter has to call the upper 12, he has a flag basically that he can lift up at the shooting stake that indicates he was shooting at the upper. Now, I know all these guys really well. I doubt any of these guys are shooting at uppers. Most of these guys are lower 12 shooters for the simple reason they've been around this sport a long time, and how it originated was lower 12s.
Lowers
we
only.
did not have the upper 12s for a long time, so they're used to shooting at the lowers. And target recognition is really important. You mean, as you can tell, there's no orange dot, there's no sticker down there that says this is where you're supposed to hold.
Right.
So they have to go off of memory. They use their binoculars to find those locations, and then they just hone in on it and give it their best.
Yeah, some of these targets, when the camera gets up, we can see those rings, but from their distance, 30-plus yards, they may not be able to see. I mean, plus they're over 50,
Right.
seniors.
Right. Ooh, look at that.
Man, that is close, and he got it.
So that's a perfect
Back-to-back.
perfect picture of what we deal with when we're scoring these arrows, because that arrow has to touch the line. It doesn't have to break the line. It just has to touch it. Now, these are foam targets, and we stress this all the time. When an arrow hits a foam target, it can distort that line into the arrow sometimes. So it's not as easily called as you might think. So when you're there at the target, you can get a better look at it.
Good explanation there, Nathan. Yes, as we call, they'll probably hear us saying pulling the line. That's what you were talking about.
So something here I want to say about Jack. So again, all these guys are senior pros. I've known them for many, many years. Jack was in an accident.
Yep.
I don't know how many years ago. Literally had his bow arm bicep ripped off of his arm. Wasn't sure he'd ever be able to shoot again, and here he is, still competing all these years later. And there's a little fist bump. So he must have liked that one.
Got that one. He was shooting the sheep there. Darren, Darren is actually shooting at the wolf.
I believe that's our longest target out here.
It looks like
guys.
it to our eye. Oh, whoa.
That is low.
So again, Nathan, as you mentioned, judging distance. So people be like, he barely hit that thing. He doesn't know how far it is.
No, he doesn't.
He guessed.
Yes.
And in this type of archery, that's as much a skill as being a good archer. Probably more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have to be able to get that distance right, and you got to be confident in it, and that helps you make a good shot when you're confident in the distance.
So, depending on what, we could have some movement here, because Jack gave a fist bump.
Yeah, so there was just 3 points separating Darren and Jack before this target. So that could be a 7-point swing, which could give Jack a 4-point lead. If nothing else, it's probably going to be a 2-point lead.
Here we go. This is Jack's. There he is, upper 12. Yeah, so now Jack Wallace, 4-point lead over Darren Christianberry anyway.
Yes. There's your shooter of the year, Stephen Altizer, popping that bubble.
Got that bubble. Oh, he just clipped that 8.
Close. Yeah, Stephen's in a position after that first target. You feel like you really have to go after him hard, and you got Jeff over here that's hitting 14s. So it puts a lot of pressure on you to match what's happening.
And coming around to Jack Wallace, he struggled this year. I mean, I don't think that's any stretch to say. He has struggled. Got it together here ahead of this last tournament. Now is in the lead. I mean, congrats to him. However this turns out, because he has put together a good weekend so far.
Oh yeah, for sure. And there's again, a guy that's been at this sport for a long time, had tons of success talking about Jack.
Yeah.
And, he moved into the senior pro class this year, and honestly, I think a lot of people expected him to do extremely well, and it's been tough. But there's a
Yeah.
lot of talent in this
There
senior
are
pro
some
class.
great shooters there.
Steven, I don't know if he was going at that upper, but he's awful close if that's what he was shooting at. I can't see his
So there's a
flag.
good example, Nathan, what we were talking about, that javelina with those dots. You can get lost trying to
yeah.
find those rings when you're aiming at that.
Mm-hmm.
So they just know the targets and know where to aim. Oh, I think that's a 10.
Just touching the line, looks
And
like.
yes, it is. Sorry.
So
Judge.
Steven is standing beside or accompanied by Keith Ostrom now. I believe not last year, but 2 years ago, Keith won the Classic.
Yeah. Winner of our last 2 tournaments in this division was
Yes.
Keith Ahlstrom.
Yep.
Jeff Hopkins doing what as much as he can to keep moving.
Yeah, it looks like he was hunting for a 12 on that one instead of a 14, and a couple of yards hot probably. So that's exactly what that would be, PJ, is about 2 yards hot at that distance. And when I say hot, that means, I'm just throwing this out there, if that target was 50 yards, if he shot it for 52, that's about where his arrow would have hit.
Yeah.
Maybe 51 and a half.
There's an 8 for Darren. He's not going to be too happy about this.
10 for Jack.
He's got a 6-point lead now, does Jack Wallace.
She's got Jeff actually creeping up on Darren as well. Should only be a 1-point lead for Darren for second at this point.
15 bonus rings. Harold Kogar with a 443 and 12 bonus rings. And Stephen Altizer with a 440 and 12 bonus rings. Just a reminder,
Maybe my math is wrong.
anyone within 10 points is a leader.
Yeah, so Nathan, ASA President Josh Grine is giving the word out there. This is our 5th arrow, and anyone within 10 points of the leader will shoot a 6th arrow. And right now that would stop at just Jack, Darren, and Jeff currently.
Yes. So Jack's actually calling the upper here, but he's made his, you see him reach down, he flipped up his flag that he has to lift.
He's still thinking on the range. Upper.
Yes, yes.
Get it, Jack. Hit it.
A little bit of wiggle in that shot.
Oh, I think he's
But
just
it's-
under it. Stayed at 10,
Yeah.
looks like, but I think he just missed it.
And you know, that's the beauty of the upper call, is typically if you miss, you're going to miss low. So if you call the upper and you're shooting hard at it and you miss, you're more likely to miss low and you're still a 10-point score.
Hit the 10, yeah. Yep. So 465, 10 for Jack. Next up,
Stephen Altizer
We
is
have-
up next.
Steven takes an 8. 448.
There's a little wind actually
Yeah, it
blowing
just
out there.
came out. It was mostly calm here, and now, yeah. Jeff Hopkins,
Just over that lower 12.
46.
Puts him at 9 points of a leader.
Now we come to Harold Kogar. I know him as Digger, so I have a hard time calling him Harold.
Yeah, we all know him as Digger.
453. And Darren Christianberry went for that 14, Nathan.
That's close.
It's right.
I don't know if
It's in the right area. Oh, just to the right of it.
Man, just off.
Man.
Well, that was a good move for him, though, at least as far as the decision. Now, obviously, he didn't get the score he wanted, but that was the right decision for him to make there, because if he was going to hang on to second place, he needed to, or to come get close to winning this event again. I'm sorry, I said hang on to second place. If he needed to put a little pressure on Jack, that 14 would have helped right there.
Yeah, so congratulations to Harold Kogar. He's going to finish in 4th. Stephen Altizer is going to finish 5th.
Let's hear it for Harold and Koger.
All right, so Nathan, we see Tommy, one of our judges, bringing out the Wolverine. So for our 6th arrow, they have chosen to just pick a spot, plan a target. Guys will get a minute to judge it. Scott Parrott may move their shooting position off the line, and it'll be a fresh target.
I hate that target that they're putting out there, by the way. That is one of the
We all do.
hardest targets to shoot because of the color of the target. As you can see, he's dark on his back and he's dark down below. So unless you have the light just right, you can't really gauge the target's size. And then when you do get the light on him, he looks like he's closer than he actually is, because you're finally getting to see him. You're finally getting to see that target when the light is on it full size. So, he's so deceiving to have to judge distance on. Now, these guys that use rangefinders, they don't care what it is.
Our producer says, yeah, but he's so adorable.
Probably just needs a hug.
Yeah, that thing at 50 yards, Nathan, especially in the woods. I recall a placement last year in London, Kentucky, where they had that.
Yes.
We walked up, and I spent about a minute just trying to find it. I swore there wasn't a target out there.
Right by a log.
And then somebody said, look under that log. Yeah. It's like, holy cow, I would have missed it.
Yeah, I shot that target. I remember that well. Yeah, I tinned it and was just jubilant.
And walked away and said, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but out here in the open, they can see it. Looks like Jeff Hopkins going to be up at 4:56. And Nathan, this is largely a race for second place. Jack Wallace has just separated himself.
He really has. I mean, that's a 9 points difference between Jeff and Jack. Jack would literally have to miss the target. And then, of course, obviously, you got 8 points between Darren and Jack. So it really is a second-place race at this point. You know, so let's get in the mindset of Jeff right here for just a second. Now, this guy's won everything. You think he's really concerned about getting he can't get any worse.
He can't get any worse than third. He's on the podium.
You know what he's going to do here.
He can miss the target. He's on the podium.
He's on the podium.
14.
Why would he not shoot at the 14? And watch him do something that totally blows my mind, but more than likely.
There you can see it on the right side of that box there. You can see that 14.
It's got a little dot in it.
Yeah, it does. Oh, underneath it.
That's about 2 yards.
That's an 8.
So a little bit of a misjudge. So Darren feels a little bit of ease here. He still ain't happy about second place.
No, he wanted that win.
But I'm going to tell you what, if I had told Darren before this weekend started, hey, bud, you're going to get second place this weekend, and you don't even have to shoot these targets, would you take second place, or do you want to shoot them? He'd say, heck no, I'll take my chances. I'm going to go shoot them.
Yes, he would.
So
here, Nathan, if he's hot, as you mentioned, and slides up into the 5, he drops to third.
Yeah. So in this situation, I just don't see Darren thinking really much outside of just shooting center 10 or 12.
Okay.
Because there's really no point. I mean, if he shoots at a 14, it's not going to put any pressure on Jack.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong here. That's how I would be looking at it. Yeah.
There you go.
Dead center 10.
You called it. Center 10.
Yeah.
Take that. Well, take what most likely is a second. Jack has to shoot his last shot.
True. True, but
all Jack has to do is hit the target, and he wins.
We have seen in the past a leader accidentally make a horrible mistake or something like this and completely miss. He's trying to feel for the wind there. A little bit of breeze.
Hey, it's been a while since he's won one of these, so I don't blame him. He's taken no chances.
No.
Good for you, Jack. Put that thing right in the middle and get it.
Good alignment. get through it.
There you go.
That'll work. Upper 12. That's where
Upper
I typically
12.
shoot.
That he called an upper 12. That was his wife, Sharon, anybody. And she's super happy because he's worked hard.
That's great.
And it's been a while, as we said, since he had a win. So I can't wait to ask him how good that feels. There you go.
So there. So,
All right.
you know, here's the thing. As Jack gathers his stuff together and comes to get his interview, like what I said before, with the senior pro class, these guys have been around 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, really all of them has, pretty much 20 to 30 years. So they love and know everyone here, and everyone loves and knows them too. So happy to see that for Jack.
Absolutely. And he's coming over to get the headset on.
Maybe.
He's shaking hands.
Hey, Jack.
Jack Wallace, get to the interview. He forgot how to do this.
Right.
Here he comes over there. Yeah, we wanna hear from Jack Wallace. There he comes. Jack Wallace got the headset on. Jack, we were just talking. Been a while since you've been in that spot. How does that feel?
Just amazing. It was a really rough season for me. Rough off season. Just health stuff and learning some new things, and I really struggled. But you know, I said it earlier in the year. I got great people behind me, great family, great friends. They know who they are, and
that's great, man.
I wouldn't be here without them. So.
Love to see the emotion, Jack. We all know what a passionate archer that you are. Knowing the struggles that you went through, tell us about that. I mean, a lot of people would have given up. You don't give up.
I just had some troubles, and some stuff gave me issues with my eyes, and I had to try to figure out how to beat this thing, and try to shoot with glasses, and that didn't work. Contacts didn't work, so I finally figured out I could judge with my glasses, and my scope and lens is so crystal clear I can see the rings. So I just judge with the glasses and take them off and shoot. And this was it was a good plan this weekend. It worked. So.
Well, Jack, you've won a lot of tournaments in your history of shooting this game. Does this feel any different?
Yeah, this one feels really, really, really special. It's been a while. I haven't won this classic here since Open Pro in 14. So. It's been 11 years since I got to go out on that field and finish it. So
that's
it means a
awesome.
lot.
That is fantastic. Congratulations.
Good for you, Jack Wallace.
Thanks,
you
guys.
are our ASA Classic champ for 2025.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it very much.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We will come back with our Senior Known Pro division up next.
As the most trusted name in releases, Scott Archery has been proudly made in America for over 40 years. High-quality materials, target-inspired design, and tight tolerances allows you to release with confidence with Scott Archery.
in a very short amount of time, TAC Vanes has really dominated the tournament world as far as 3D goes and excelled in hunting. We've made the quietest, most stiff, accurate vane in the industry. We're very proud of what we've done. We make all kinds of different sizes, profiles for any application. And if you want to check those out, go to tacvanes.com.
Oh, what a shot.
Got it.
Unbelievable.
So Kyle needs an 8 to win.
8 to win. Oh, he went right at it.
Entertain, done.
This guy is unreal. That's it. And he got it. Never played safe Gillingham.
As the most trusted name in releases, Scott Archery has been proudly made in America for over 40 years. High-quality materials, target-inspired design, and tight tolerances allows you to release with confidence with Scott Archery.
How do you take archery's flagship arrow to a whole new level? Introducing the all-new Easton 5mm FMJ Max. It allows faster speeds to your target and features a seamless AccuCarbon core fused with a precision aluminum jacket overlay, delivering higher energy at impact and increased momentum, making it the ultimate shaft for taking down big game. FMJ Max, the go-to arrow for today's most serious bow hunters. To learn more, visit your Easton dealer now or go to eastonarchery.com. Power, penetration.
All right, welcome back everyone to the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic here in Cullman, Alabama. Senior Known Pro is our division that's up next. Nathan Brooks, before we get to the competition here, Shooter of the Year. Tim Gillingham ran away with that one. Run through that for us.
Wow. So Clayton Moore at 1692 in 5th place. Michael Braden at 1700. 1707 Mike Holbert Sr. Kevin Beach 1708. So you look at all those scores and those are pretty close together. You can see that race. And then Gillingham at 1751 is just a dominant performance.
And we are about to see him again here, Nathan. Now we're going to bring out our archers and Senior Known Pro. Our 5th place qualifier with a score of 418 and 14 bonus rings. From Moselle, Mississippi, shooting for Hoyt, Stephen Hudson. And our 4th place qualifier with a score of 418 and 15 bonus rings. From Dry Ridge, Kentucky, shooting for Darton, Kevin Beach. Our 3rd place qualifier with a score of 418 and 16 bonus rings. From Lowellville, Ohio, shooting for Matthews, Randy Morocco. And our 2nd place qualifier with a score of 422 and 14 bonus rings. From Bucyrus, Missouri, shooting for Elite, Douglas Kyle. And our number 1 qualifier with a score of 438 and 21 bonus rings. From Provo, Utah, shooting for Matthews, Tim Gillingham. All right, Nathan, now we can talk some distance because this is known distance here. And before we talk, well, there's Tim using the rangefinder. Tell us what he's doing.
So he's figuring out how far that target is so he can set his sight correctly and just make the shot. These guys obviously get to use that clicker, and since they're in the senior known pro division, they're also using their glasses and their magnifying
There's
glasses,
Doug Kyle.
and their lights and everything they can to set their sights. Yeah, this is known distance archery, so even though they know how far it is, they still have to make the shot. And so sometimes this can turn into a race, but because Tim has such a big lead, that's 16 points is a huge lead. This is really a race for second and third, because obviously you can see 3 people at 4:18, and then Doug Kyle there at 4:22. So, but there's 14s in play.
That's right.
Now, knowing Tim, he's got a big lead. He's probably going to shoot for center 10s and 12s. There's no reason for him to risk a whole lot. But if he's pressured, I can promise you he has no problem centering up on a 14 and letting it go.
So this is Stephen Hudson, and we can talk distances. So he's shooting at our HHA Lynx, which is at 30 yards.
He called the upper, and he hit it.
Tim Gillingham is shooting the Stan Javelina. It is 42 yards.
He called the upper as well, and he hit it.
And we'll give you the other distances as we move along.
So I would expect to see a lot of rings hitting here.
Look at that. Tim, 12. Even with his big lead, he's still shooting at 12s.
That's right. I mean,
to no one's surprise. So next up, we have Doug Kyle on the Schwacker bedded buck. It is 34 yards. He gets 10. We're going to move over to Randy Morocco on the Gas Bowstrings Howling Wolf, and it is our farthest at 47 yards, Nathan.
It looks pretty stinking good. Oh, just off the 12.
And last, Kevin Beach moving over to our Bow Doodle Bighorn. 38 yards that target is.
I believe he did call the upper, so
8 for Kevin
just
Beach.
Off.
Yeah.
So 426 for Kevin.
We thank all of our target sponsors for helping us do what we do out here. Again, Stephen Hudson coming around to the HHA Lynx. 12.
He got it, called the upper, and put it in there.
So Stephen's got a big crowd up here.
Yeah, that shot actually puts him in third place alone. So we have 450 for Tim Gillingham, 432 in second place is Doug Kyle, a 430 for Stephen Hudson, a 428 for Randy Morocco, and a 426 for Kevin Beach.
All right, we had a little audio issue there, but that is figured out. We should mention here we're at what's called St. Bernard's Abbey, and it's a St. Bernard's preparatory school. So this is a school that kids come and they stay at and live here. And what we're shooting on, Nathan, is, I mean, your basic high school field, football, soccer they're playing on, but it was built as a soccer pitch for when the Olympics was in Atlanta. This was a practice facility.
Really?
So that's why this was built.
Interesting. I was unaware of that.
And
I've been coming here a long time, and I didn't know that, PJ. Look at that.
I hope I didn't just make that up.
Look at that drop of knowledge you just landed out there on me. I love it.
That's going back to the 90s. I forget because I'm looking across and seeing Justin Hewish, who would have shot in those Olympics.
That's right, 96. Good look at Kevin Beach. See that little blue dot there on his string? That's a nose button. So he's using that as an anchor that's helping him understand his pressure that he's putting on the string, and that he's centered up well, and all these little things that these guys do. You'll see just a huge difference from what Tim does to Kevin Beach and Randy. Every one of these archers has to make their equipment fit them. And that's the interesting part of this story to me.
For sure.
Because there's so much stuff out there that can make you a better archer, and these guys, they'll prove it.
There's Tim Gillingham with the lead, just shot a 14 on the Schwacker bedded buck.
Well, he probably
he's having fun.
You know
now.
what? He probably heard me say he's probably just going to shoot center 10s and 12s and thought, you know what? Heck with him.
Look at him. He's having fun. The first one was a 10 for Stephen Hudson, and now that one was a 10 for Doug Kyle on the gas bowstrings Howling Wolf. Now we're coming around to Randy Morocco. The bow doodle.
That looks like
big
12.
horn. Boy, it sure does. And it is.
It is.
12 for Randy Morocco.
So that moves him 2 points closer to Doug for he's in.
And Kevin Beach, who we saw as you were talking about his nose button, guess how that helped him line up?
Perfect.
14.
And he needed that after that 8 to start off with. So that's a good boost back up.
Got him back to par. You know, Nathan, we think of 10 as par here.
You know, for the known distance class, I would almost say
anymore
11, and that's not even a score.
You got to shoot at 12s in this class. You have to. At least 12s.
For sure.
All right, so Tim still has his big lead there, 464.
And it just got bigger.
Doug Kyle, 442, and our final three still locked there at 440s.
So my guess is, now that I'm seeing what Tim is doing, wait, hold on. I got to back up. Nobody gets inside Tim's head.
You don't want to be there.
What I would say he's doing is he's going to make sure that they don't shoot a 6th and final target. So there's a good look at Tim right there. He's got bars going every different direction. You see that little wind check he's got on the front of his stabilizer.
Stay to 10.
Yep, just off that upper 12, which is what he called.
Yeah.
Tim is such a dynamic, is what I'm going to say, a dynamic individual, because he's never still. I'm not even sure he sleeps.
You might be right on that. Kevin Beach is going to take a 10 on the Stan Javelina.
That's a good shot, regardless, even if you know the distance, because as you said before in the talking about all the little dots on that thing, it's so
I get
hard.
Lost, Nathan.
Yeah.
I can see it perfectly in my binoculars.
That is
Uh-oh.
just
Uh-oh. Oh, the crowd wanted it, but Stephen Hudson takes an 8. The crowd was trying to win over the judges there.
They were not swayed. They were not swayed. So this is Gillingham's arrow on the Wolf. Now this is our longest target out here, distance-wise.
10. Yep, 47 yards on the gas bowstrings Howling Wolf.
And he missed it by about 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah. Yeah. Tim is definitely, we like to have fun with him, but Tim works at this. Nobody outworks Tim.
No,
there are a lot of guys who work hard. Nobody outworks Tim.
That's right.
He loves this game, and he puts everything into it.
That was a 10 for Doug Kyle, I believe.
Yep, 10. Now we come to Randy Morocco. Got the 14.
Nice.
These guys are pouncing on that Lynx. The HHA Lynx, they want that 14.
Well, that bumps him up to second place also with that 14.
Randy's a former shooter of the year in this class. 2 or 3 years ago, he won shooter of the year in this class. Has had some success. Kind of had a softer year this year, but good to see him back in the mix here at the Classic. He's a well-rounded archer, does well indoor, Vegas, indoor nationals, all those tournaments.
Yeah, he's got a great shot, real smooth. Understands the game really well. The breeze is picking up again just a little bit. I mean, not real bad, but enough that you can feel it. So Doug Kyle honestly, he really needs a 14 here.
Yeah, everybody else has hit that lynx, so Tim gave some English. He went for that 14. I think he got it on the sheep.
Oh, Doug
Kyle, nope, he's
inch
under
and a
it.
half or so low.
Yeah. If Tim hit this 14, he's something else. So we should mention, Nathan, if no one is within 10 points of the leader, he wins it outright. There is no sixth arrow.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what I said earlier. Like, now that I see what he's doing.
Yeah. He wants to just end it.
Oh, it was, yeah.
And right now,
he's 20 points ahead.
20 points.
That's 2 full targets.
He could just sit back and take a break.
Yep.
So you guys go ahead. Shoot, I'm not going to sit this one out.
You look at his 12 ring count. That's 23. So that's over half of the targets shot this weekend. He's hit 12s on.
Sounds like Stephen Hudson got a 12. Crowd says it. Here we go.
Look at a 4 fletch.
And he got it. 14.
14 for Tim. Wow. Wow. That's just awesome. You know, I'm just guessing, but that bow probably weighs 10.5 pounds that he shoots. I mean, it's just a guess.
Yeah, he said it took him a while to figure it out, but he says this thing is pounding. He told me today, he was like, I mean, look at the day and the year he had this year.
Right.
What he said to me was, watch out next year. He feels like he's got it dialed now and all cylinders.
So that's something that that the crowd at home watching this might not understand. So you get a new bow, and everyone just thinks, oh, this new bow. But the thing about a new bow is, as a shooter, you don't know how that bow is going to work for you. So, I mean, obviously Matthews makes wonderful equipment, but the Indian out there shooting the bow, the guy shooting the bow is the most important part of that bow.
Yeah.
And you have to make it work for you, and not everyone has a certain technique that might fit a certain style of equipment. So you learn those things as a shooter. You go through stabilization struggles that you're trying to really make the bow aim well for you. Tim is a big man, so he needs to have an anchor that fits him just right because his length. Oh my gosh, he
3
just pounded
14s.
that. And so there's a lot to that. There's a lot to it that people don't quite understand. And but when you do figure it out, like he's figured it out.
Yeah, like all these bows are great bows.
Oh, absolutely.
But none of them are bad.
No.
It's just getting it, as you mentioned, so that you can do what you need to do with it.
Yes.
And at this level, like
right.
If you were just going out to shoot a deer, you could probably make anything work, but this is a little more precise than that.
Absolutely. I mean, you're watching 14 rings being shot here at distances out to 50 yards. That's not easy, and somebody just did it over there on
14 Randy Morocco on the Schwacker bedded buck, 34 yards. Kevin Beach on the Gas Bowstrings Wolf. He's going to take a 10. And then Stephen Hudson went for this 14. This crowd's going to love it if he got it. I think he's a little bit left.
Looks a little left, but he.
Let's see if the crowd
close.
Oh,
just outside.
5.
Look at the height. Perfect.
Sorry, crowd. Yep. And now here we go.
And Mr. Gillingham,
our senior known pro shooter of the year, came in with a huge lead.
HHA Lynx
hit his third 14.
14.
And so Nathan,
that's ball game.
That's it. He is our classic champ.
We shoot no more targets. No one is within 10 points. And so game over.
What a round for Tim.
Wow.
I'll bet he would he would wish that he could dial that up whenever he wants to, when he's behind, to be able to shoot 3-14s in the finals.
That was impressive shooting. Super impressive.
It is.
Not just on the day, but knowing that you're 16 points ahead.
Yeah.
I know that you might think that takes the pressure off, but did it look like it took the pressure off for Tim?
He told me he wasn't really satisfied with how he shot this weekend, even though he had that lead. He said, I left a lot out there, which is just crazy to think of. He's going to fish his arrows back. Tim, I'm sure we can find you some other arrows. I think we know a guy.
He's probably tired of
some
fletching.
gold tips.
Probably tired of fletching arrows. I know I get tired of that.
All right, here he comes over to our headset. He's going to put him on there. Our ASA Classic champ. And there he is, Tim Gillingham, coming in with that big lead, and you smashed 3-14s in the finals. How does that feel to end the season?
I felt really good. I mean, this is one of the first shoot-offs all year. I really felt like I could go in there and just smash them. I've been struggling a little bit all year, and I think I finally got this particular bow figured out quite well. So I'm going to shoot the same bow next weekend and hopefully add an IBO World Championship to it too.
Tim, I saw you were using a handheld release. That's a change for you, because I've noticed all you've pretty much used a wrist strap release. Tell me why the change? I mean, obviously we can see what the results are.
Well, I mean, not every bow, every system, every setup is going to shoot the same. I've won a lot of money over my career with a handheld release. I've won money with the same release I'm holding. I learned a lot of things over 42 years of shooting, and when something's not working, you got to change. I mean, you got to do something different. You got to analyze why it's going wrong, and then you have to come up with solutions. And it's kind of one of my fortes. It's been a rough year, but I mean, it's turned out pretty good. I'm really looking forward to next year. I think it's going to be, a banner year with these titles, and everybody gets better and better with them. When you get new bows coming out, and looking forward to a little bit of time off, some hunting.
Well, Tim, you pulled off the double win this weekend. You're our classic champ, shooter of the year. Congratulations, Tim Gillingham.
All right, thank you.
Congrats, Tim.
All right, bye.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We will be back here in Cullman, Alabama at the ASA Classic. Our women's known pro is up next.
so watch this.
Levi has it over the 14.
Come on. There we go. Smoke. 12.
So, welcome to the big stage.
Man, I felt so good in that shoot down.
Too easy. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, car got donutted. That's what you do.
12 for Sharon.
He got it. Oh, he got it.
The Delta McKenzie ASA Classic so far has lived up to the hype as the ASA's ultimate event of the season. Archers competing in the 6 pro classes battled the heat, humidity, and each other through 2 days of qualification on grueling courses that tested their limits. Those who were able to find the metal to push through are ready for the final Pro Pressure Point Shootdowns of 2025. Now it's time to find out who wants it the most and take home the title Classic Champ. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic here in Cullman, Alabama. I'm PJ Riley sitting alongside Nathan Brooks. And Nathan, before we get into anything, Women's Known Pro is our first division up. There's our shooter of the year. Tell us about that.
So to get to this, like you said once before, I'm not going to tell you how, because it's been a pretty crazy year with all the cancellations and tornadoes and everything. But here we are, and Caitlin Bordwell is in 5th place for Women's Known Pro Shooter of the Year. Morgan Reeves at 17:02 in 4th. Paige Pierce, who has won this class several times, at 17:07. Annabelle Moore in, I believe, her rookie year here at 17:11. And Tanya Gillantine pulling off the Shooter of the Year title at 17:14. Heck of a year. Heck of a year.
Absolutely, Nathan. And as we're getting a look at the fields there, once again, welcome to the broadcast booth. It has been an excellent weekend, Nathan. We've been worrying about the weather. It's been holding off. It is hot and humid. Of course, it's August in Alabama.
Right.
But the archery's been great. Just give folks a sense of what this weekend means. What's it mean to be at the ASA Classic?
Well, PJ, so having competed in this tournament, having won this tournament, when I started shooting in 1992, this organization was not around, but in 1993 it was created, and it became the pinnacle of what a 3D archer wanted to come and compete in and win. And so having won this tournament, you feel like you've won the Masters of golf, if you want to put it on that kind of stage. That's the way it feels. And so to come here and win this event, it means the world to a 3D archer.
Well, Nathan, it is our last event of the year, and we want folks to understand what it's all about. So we're going to go to ASA President Josh Grind. He's going to tell us about the Classic.
We are at the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic, the final stop of the 2025 Delta McKenzie ASA Pro-Am Tour. Here for the Classic, we're at St. Bernard's Abbey and Preparatory School in Cullman, Alabama. You got the old school buildings, the pond there, the Abbey itself with the bell towers. You get to hear the bell on the hour. One of our favorite venues, just the way this thing lays out. You can see behind me, all around us are running trails. They've got miles of trails cut into the woods where we can put our lanes. We've got several different areas where we put our lanes. So, we've got what the archers have notoriously named the Black Forest, and down here you get some pines, a little lower hardwoods. So we've got a lot of different terrain here to set it up. The campus itself, where the shoot-off will be, the practice bags, the vendor areas, it's just an all-around fantastic venue. For the Classic at St. Bernard's here, we've got 17 full ranges set up. So we've got 14 competition ranges, the elite known distance ranges, as well as our practice ranges. With bag targets, we do just north of 400 targets. So 2025 has been a year. Mother Nature has kicked our butts on the last two Pro-Ams. I've tried to set up meetings with her. She keeps declining. So we do have great blue skies above us today. Forecast looks good to bring the season to an end. Not only is the Pro-Am season ending, but it also means that our Shooter of the Year standings will come to their final places. We'll get to announce the Shooter of the Year in each one of the classes, and that is a culmination of scores from Foley all the way through now. We crown a Shooter of the Year in each one of the divisions. Those will all be awarded this weekend. Pros, of course, finishing on Saturday. We'll know who the Pro Shooter of the Years are on Saturday. A lot of the amateur classes will know on Sunday who gets that grand prize of Shooter of the Year. I mentioned the pros finishing up on Saturday. Here we have a soccer pitch. It was actually built for the Olympics years ago as a training facility, and that's where we have our big show. So the Pro Pressure Point Shootdown, where the top 5 pros in each class go to head-to-head competition.
All right, Nathan, so before we get to the action, you know, folks at home, if you're new to 3D archery, we want you to understand how the scoring works here for ASA. So our tournament director, Scott Parrott, he's going to break down ASA scoring.
All right, thanks, PJ. We're here to show you the scoring rings on the Delta McKenzie targets. This here is a Russian bore from Delta McKenzie. We're going to start with the scoring ring in the middle of the target. The scoring ring here is a 10 ring. This keeps the archer safe. They aim it at 10 ring. All they got to do is cut the line, touch the line, they're 10. These rings here are bonus rings except for the center one. The center one means nothing, it's a 10. They call that the IBO ring. This here are 12 rings. The upper, it has to be called for the archer to score 12. This is the lower 12. Touch the line, they get to 12, that's a bonus ring. Anywhere outside that 10 ring is an 8. Here's your line here. Anywhere inside that, but beyond the 10, they get an 8. Anywhere else on the animal is a 5. But the most sought out ring in the shoot down is this ring right here. It's called the 14 ring. This is the one they're all looking for. This is the money shot. So anywhere that they can just touch that line, we'll score to 14, and the archers are happy. So good luck.
All right, Nathan, well, we want to get to the action here with our women's known pro division. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back at the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, what a shot.
Got it.
Unbelievable. So Kyle needs an 8 to win.
8 to win. Oh, he went right at it.
10 or 10, done. This guy is unreal. That's it. And he got it. Never played it safe, Gillingham.
How do you take archery's flagship arrow to a whole new level? Introducing the all-new Easton 5mm FMJ Max. It allows faster speeds to your target and features a seamless AccuCarbon core fused with a precision aluminum jacket overlay, delivering higher energy at impact and increased momentum, making it the ultimate shaft for taking down big game. FMJ Max, the go-to arrow for today's most serious bow hunters. To learn more, visit your Easton dealer now or go to eastonarchery.com. Power, penetration, and higher velocity combine to make the new Easton 5.0, an ultra-lightweight, micro-diameter hunting shaft, perfect for bow hunters, engineered on a brand new 5mm AccuCarbon platform. It can be configured to offer maximum speed, or can be built with weight up front for extreme accuracy. Each 5.0 is guaranteed to have virtually perfect consistency. Punch your tag with the industry's most versatile arrow. Experience the all-new Easton 5.0 today.
This bow's packed with new features and technology. Next in the evolution of carbon bows. I like it too. Shooting IBO speeds of up to 340 feet per second. This bow will reach draw lengths of out to 32 inches.
Where you sit down.
So this bow here is a really good bow to get started. What do you think?
I like it.
And you're going to draw to your anchor. Great job.
This limit be a good step up from what you had. It's going to be a little bit higher draw.
Hey, nice shot.
Thanks.
There's he's dead.
Oh, yeah. He got it.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
466. Wow.
That's pretty good.
That's why people call him the GOAT right there.
I really feel like this is where I need to be.
Ryan Jeffries, Mr. Ryan Reed, Chris Hacker, Alan Connor, Benny Barger, and your #1 qualifier from Voorheesville, New York, Jacob Sluzard.
I thought I could hang with these guys, and I wanted to prove that, but winning after 5 tournaments it's just a lot.
We're here in Cullman, Alabama for the ASA Classic, and it is the final event of the ASA circuit. It makes it pretty exciting because it's the last time that we all get to come together, shoot with our friends before we head out for hunting season. But really, it's also the final wrap-up, so everyone's here fighting for Shooter of the Year. It's going to be an exciting run. We're definitely going to be paying attention to that on our course for the next 2 days. Hopefully the weather stays good, but overall, it's been a great season. I've had an amazing time with the girls, and I can't wait until next.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic, Cullman, Alabama. Nathan Brooks, women's known pro. There's our leaderboard. Run it down for us.
Top to bottom, a spread of 11 points. So this should be a good shoot-off. Obviously really tight from second to fourth. We have Ida Carlson at 423, Cassidy Cox 424, and Annabelle Moore also at 424. Who was also second place for Shooter of the Year. Sarah Preels at 426, and Grayson Fletcher topping us off here at 434.
All right, Nathan, well, before we get to the action tonight, we want to go back to see how things shook out in this division at the Matthews Pro-Am in Metropolis. Let's check that out.
Seasoned vets, multiple-time champions, youngsters that have never won before, both have a chance to win this thing.
Yep. In women's known pro, Tanya Gelentine had been unbeatable this season. She won the first 3 tournaments of 2025 and went into the Metropolis Shootdown, leading her closest competitor by 4 points. So at the start, it looked like we all were going to see a 4-peat.
Annabelle Moore, she's 17 years old.
Watch her.
She just came into the scene and she is tough.
Watch her.
Yep.
She is a name to watch, 100%.
But sitting 6 points behind her in the 5th and final spot was 17-year-old Annabelle Moore.
That was Annabelle Moore.
After a 14 and a 10 on her first 2 targets, Annabelle had a share of the lead with Gelentine.
Got it.
12, that kid.
A 12 with her 3rd arrow gave her sole possession of the lead, which she never gave back.
Does she have another 14 in her? Oh,
she did shoot at the upper.
Yeah, that's a 10.
So
Yeah,
8
to win.
8 to win for Annabelle. Wow.
Annabelle Moore.
A solid 10 with her last shot secured her first win in the women's known pro division.
It was a lot of work. We did a lot of work at our place, so I had to really work to make sure I had enough time to shoot. And I did. I guess I did enough.
All right, let's get to our third division of the evening. This is Women's Known Pro. Our fifth place qualifier with a score of 423 and 15 bonus rings. From Sweden, shooting for Matthews, Ida Carlson. Our number 4 place qualifier with a score of 424 and 14 bonus rings. From Albuquerque, New Mexico, shooting for PSE, Cassidy Cox. And our number 3 qualifier with a score of 424 and 15 bonus rings. From Little Rock, Arkansas, shooting for Hoyt, Annabelle Moore. Our second place qualifier with a score of 426 and 18 bonus rings. From Edinburgh, United Kingdom, shooting for Matthews, Sarah Preels. And our number 1 qualifier with a score of 434 and 21 bonus rings. From Boonville, Indiana, shooting for Hoyt, Grayson Fletcher. All right, Nathan, so we have our field out there. A lot of young archers there.
Yeah.
Annabelle Moore, 17. Grayson Fletcher, I know, is very young. Just great to see some, you know, the young archers. They're able to compete at this highest level. And then we've got some experience there. You see Edith Carlson from Sweden. Sarah Preels has won a ton of things. Cassidy Cox has won here as well as on 50-meter events as well.
Yeah, I was going to say no lack of talent.
No lack of talent. No, there is none out there.
No lack of talent. These girls are extremely good. There's going to be a lot of rings shot here.
Yeah.
If you look at the rings that have been hit, I always like to look at that because it tells you how many mistakes they made. So if you look at Grayson Fletcher, who has shot 21 rings, if those are all 12s and she shot no 8s, that would be 42 up. So that means she shot 4 8s out of 40 targets. That's pretty good when you have to really put the hammer down and go after these 12s. And we see a 14 right off the bat there
Sarah
on the
Preels.
Swacker bedded buck from Sarah Preels.
Yeah, so we are able to talk about yardages there. So here we go. We'll start out with Grayson Fletcher on the 42-yard Stan Javelina.
It's a good-looking shot there as she executed.
She's going to take a 10. Grayson is our reigning 2025 Vegas champ, the only one in the women's pro class to shoot a 900.
Oh, wow.
So, she can shoot.
Sarah Preels with the 14 right
Sarah
there.
Preels. That is the 34-yard Swacker bedded buck.
So that 14 is going to bump her really quick to be on the heels of Grayson.
That was Paige Pierce holding the umbrella. Paige was a 2-time shooter of the year in this class. Of course, this year we know that went to Tanya Galantine, and 8 for Annabelle Moore on the 47-yard Gas Wolf.
So that's our longest shot out there, and you know, she was shooting at the upper 12 and just barely missed right over the top of that thing.
Just missed. Cassidy Cox gets a 12 on the 38-yard Bow Doodle Sheep Bighorn. Ida Carlson is on the 30-yard HHA Lynx.
She did call the upper, but she's just left.
Just left.
So I don't. Looks like Annabelle Cassidy's going to step above Annabelle. Actually, and Ida will drop. Ida will go up. Annabelle will drop down to 5th place. But we're just getting started, and it's still really tight. So
in this field, Nathan, Annabelle Moore at 17 years old actually has the most experience this year. This is her 3rd shoot down.
Right.
Cassidy Cox, this is her first. Sarah Preels, her second. Ida Carlson, her first. Grayson Fletcher, her second.
Yeah, these girls are, they're killers, as I would say it. X-ring killers. They are dot shooters. They're really good, and obviously we're shooting 3D targets this weekend, so they do not have dots on these targets. But they have definitely adapted to this game really quick.
Yeah. Grayson
Really
Fletcher,
quick.
you know, Vegas champ. I talked to her, and she said she prefers targets. Most folks I hear say, oh, I like 3D better. But she said, no, she's still learning this game. I hope she stays with it because she's pretty good at it.
Well, you know what I've always found, PJ, is when you win at something, you tend to like it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So my guess is she'll like this 3D stuff a little bit more.
For sure.
So,
all right, so Ida takes a 10. And she comes all the way over from Sweden. This is, if she came to another one, it was only one other this year. We don't see her much, but we certainly appreciate her making the trip over. Same with Sarah Preels coming from the UK.
That's a commitment.
Yeah.
That's a big commitment.
That's not just like me driving from Pennsylvania.
No. So the 47-yard gas bowstrings Wolf.
Oh.
That is a 12,
12 for Sarah.
For Sarah. She is
swinging for the fence.
That's right. Yeah, she just come out just looking for rings.
Yeah.
And going to mash the pedal.
Sarah's a past Lancaster Archery Classic champ in Women's Pro, so she... Annabelle Moore, 17 years old, 14.
Yep.
We know she's not afraid of shooting at that one.
Says, you're not getting away from me that fast.
Cassidy Cox won Fort Benning last year, so she has a win under her belt in Women's Known Pro. And I think that looks like a 10, but not quite a 12 there, Nathan. But
yeah, you know, did you notice that's a little tiny arrow compared to the rest of these arrows here? So I would say that's more like her field setup that she's shooting here, which I don't know if she changes for 3D or not, but a lot of these ladies will shoot a bigger arrow for 3D because it's just got to touch the line. The distance isn't too awful long compared to, say, field or some of the World Cup stuff that some of these ladies do.
Yeah.
But that being said, in this little bit of windy field that we have out here, those little arrows could actually be a benefit to her. So possibly she made the change for being out here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We've heard Paige talk before in these shoot downs that she says, I switched to my skinnies just for that reason you're talking about. To beat that wind. There's a look at Cassidy, our 2024 Fort Benning champ.
She's given these girls she's given them a chance. She decided she'd shoot on the other side of the bow. She's left-handed, so just a little inside joke there, but good-looking shot as far as execution goes. I tell you what I love to see. Now, this is just me personally. I love to see when an archer anchors quick and the shot doesn't take long.
Yeah.
If they get into their shot quick, they're strong. The quicker you can get that shot gone, the more likely you are to be able to repeat that type of shot over and over again. So she didn't aim a long time. She got the pin there, and it went off quick. And that's good motion. That's good fluidity through the shot.
She's going to take a 10 on that one. Nathan, we're about 5 minutes, you and me, from getting cooked by this sun here. It's going to hit us. So, folks, if we melt off the screen, you'll know what happened to us. 14 for Ida Carlson. 34-yard swagger-bedded buck.
That's not going to hurt at all.
No. We'll come around to Grayson Fletcher, our leader. 47-yard Wolf. She's going to take a 10.
Good shot. I know that we just saw Sarah actually hit the 12 on that.
Watch this, Nathan.
I'm going to say there's not many 12s going to be shot on that 47.
Watch this, Nathan.
All right, I'm watching.
Watch this.
Let's see.
Another one.
Boom.
Sarah Preels. Another 14.
That's going to give her the lead. and possibly a drink of whatever's in that jug.
It's a good look at Annabelle. This is the one I wanted to see because this arrow is close, Nathan.
Yes.
It's right on this line here.
She's going for 14.
Oh,
and that's the risk reward here. Look, now, was that a bad shot, PJ?
No.
That was so close to being 14 points, but the risk was very high. The reward would have been fantastic had she hit it.
Right.
But that's this game. That's why we play this.
Yeah. Sarah's catching those rings. Annabelle just missed one of those rings. That's just the way it goes.
And I mean, it can be literally the width of a piece of paper that can be the difference in 14 and 8 points. And that's a 6-point swing.
Hey, and Nathan, we haven't talked about this yet. We're shooting for thousands of dollars here. Let's not talk just about titles. This is for money. These are the pro classes. We're shooting for thousands of dollars.
I didn't know that. I would have signed up, PJ, had I known this was for a lot of money. No, that's absolutely. Like, this is just not for a little trophy.
No. You know, the winner here, all said and done, could go home $15,000.
That's right. Yeah,
so that's why Sarah Preels is gunning for that.
Ooh, it's a good gust.
Bonus
wind
rings.
right
Yeah, that
there.
Ida Carlson let down there. There was a big gust came up.
It looks like Annabelle is just waiting it out over there.
Cassidy takes the lower on the Schwacker bedded buck. That's going to be a 12.
We're losing stuff off of our table here. The wind's
we are.
picking up.
That's okay. That one I don't need.
Yeah.
Ida, I think she stayed.
So
10.
Talk about unpredictable. If you had come to full draw and then just all of a sudden been almost ready to fire your shot and that wind hit like that out of nowhere, there was no prediction for that. You could have hit a target in the head. I mean, it just all of a sudden, look at the trees in the background there. You can see how much it's blowing.
Yeah, the signs that they're at. 12 for Cassidy Cox. And Nathan, I'm excited once again to come to Sarah Preel's target. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I don't know what I'm seeing, but if I'm seeing what I'm seeing, that's going to be incredible. But first, before we get there, Ida Carlson.
And I think this is the wind we're just talking about.
8. Yeah, that big gust.
Big gust, long distance. And how do you predict that? I mean, just boom, hit all at once.
You were talking, Nathan. You can see the trees to Ida's left there. That's not a little breeze.
No, it was dead calm, and then just
10 for Grayson Fletcher. Here we come around again to our leader, Sarah Preels. Does she have another one? She went 14 hunting again. There's that wind.
Yuck.
Sarah Preels. No way.
Heck yeah.
Another one.
Holy smokes. Like,
wow.
She must have talked to Gillingham before she started this round because she is absolutely on a tear.
You know, Nathan, in this known distance, I mean, Kyle Douglas will talk about that. You have to do that. You have to be willing to risk that. If you miss, you're going to crash and burn. But if you hit it, you're going to separate yourself quickly.
Well, and then here we are looking at this little speckled javelina that Sarah's on now.
Yeah.
That is a nightmare to shoot at. I'd be just blown away if she shot at a 14 here because, number one, it's smaller than the 12 ring in size. She doesn't need it. She's got a 6-point lead now.
She came in trailing by 8,
but
she's up by 6.
Yes. Yeah. So my guess is here she's going to swing at a 10 or a 12 and continue on with this lead. But you know what? Who knows?
Grayson's on the shortest target, so she's probably going to go for that 14. Oh, no, she didn't.
She did not.
Oh, I wonder if Sarah... I know Paige was looking over here.
Sarah actually called the upper. So Sarah called the upper, and she looked like she hit the lower. There's a 14
Grayson
attempt.
called upper as well. All right, let's see. Sarah Preels, a 10, okay?
Good play.
Yep, she had points to
all
give.
She needed.
I think Grayson might have clawed 2 back, but we'll get to that.
So Annabelle shooting at the Schwacker bedded buck. She's swinging for 14. She really needed it.
Oh.
And she is just
off
a little bit high. You know, that looks just about as high as she was on the very first target.
Yeah.
the Wolf. She was just over the 12 ring. And then we got
Cassidy Cox. That's the long one, that 47-yarder.
8 for Cassidy there.
All right, Ida Carlson, I believe she went 14 hunting, and I think
that looks good naked eye.
That looks pretty good. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
14 for Ida.
Well, it looked better than that, even naked eye. But I mean,
It
obviously,
did, yeah.
14's 14. You can be in the middle or just touching the line. I really don't care how he
99% out is 100% in.
That's
Nathan.
right, PJ. Good call.
All right, so here's Grayson, our second place, and she called upper.
Wow. PJ, look at that target right there. That's such a good look at how lines can get distorted. And I mean, you saw that that's a hard call.
That is a tough one. Scott Parrott, our director of the tournament, always gives them every chance. He says, I don't want to take points away from anybody.
Right. It's in unless it's 100%
Yes,
out.
exactly. Got to be clear evidence.
Yes.
And Scott's, if you look at him, has a few gray hairs. He's been doing this a while. So 490. So anyone under 480 is out. So Ida Carlson's going to finish in third place. Got a podium. Cassidy Cox in fourth. Annabelle Moore in fifth place. We're going to shoot Grayson Fletcher 6 points behind Sarah Preels. This would be Sarah's first ASA Pro Class win.
Well, after this performance in the shoot-off, if she does not win, I'll be really surprised. But she deserves the win after this. After this performance.
I mean, we saw Tim Gillingham shoot 3.14s in the final, but he had a huge lead. So for Sarah, there was more risk.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She was risking a podium. She was risking thousands of dollars, and you know what? I guess you don't come here for second place.
All right, Nathan. So we just saw him put Wolverine in. Explain what's happening here now.
My stomach is getting sick again because I'm seeing this Wolverine. I literally hate the target, but it is what it is. You have to shoot it. So you got 2 shooters left, and Grayson is going to shoot this target first. They set a target out there at just a random distance. This is the last chance arrow. And basically what this means is Grayson has got second place wrapped up. She could miss the target and still get second place. But if she steps up and shoots a 14, that could put a little bit of pressure on Sarah just to have to shoot an 8 to tie. Now, if Grayson hits a 14, that gives her 22 bonus rings. If Sarah hit an 8, she would still have 22 bonus rings. They would be tied even for bonus rings. So they would have to shoot off again to see who the winner would be.
Yeah.
So this is very possible. You know, this is where we need to call ESPN real quick and get those rankings. You know how they like, or the percentages. Like,
yes.
What is the percentage of this win here right now for Sarah Preels?
Right.
I'd say it's pretty high.
Yeah.
But there's always that chance.
Always a chance. It's not 100%.
That's exactly right.
Which means, so you're saying there's a chance, Nathan
telling
Brooks.
you there's a chance, PJ.
All right.
So
Grayson.
She called upper. You know, she just pointed to the air. Oh, no, I'm sorry. She didn't call upper.
That was
she just
thumbs
said she
up.
was good.
She's going for this 14.
Has to be.
100%. Oh.
You know what, PJ? That's I misset my sight 5 yards.
I think she misset it.
It's got to be
She's
what
not
that
going to
is.
miss that much. So Sarah doesn't even need to shoot it.
No.
Sarah won.
Sarah just won. That's exactly
now,
right.
Josh may have her shoot it to win, you know, do something cool, but she doesn't need to shoot it. There she goes. She just realized it. She said, whoa.
Yeah, she pumped her bow right there.
Josh Gride said, you don't need to. Here we go.
So let's listen to what Josh is saying.
Yeah.
You see Josh in the background there. So if she shoots the 14, he's going to give Josh is going to allow her to choose who she wants
Paige,
to give
you
the target
cannot
to.
be the kid. Stephen
she gets to pick a kid to give that target to. So we all want to see her hit it, of course.
But she's your champion.
She's a champ. No matter what happens, she's a champ. Here we go. We want to see a champ plus give away the target.
Waiting on the wind just a little bit. Maybe the
Why
right
not?
feel.
She got a whole minute to shoot, so it's up to her. She got 43 seconds, plenty of time. Come on, Sarah, get it. Oh, just under it. I'll bet you Josh gives it away anyway.
Well, there's your champion.
There is your champion, Sarah Preels, 2025 Classic champ, coming over from the UK. We love to see the international folks come over, Nathan.
Absolutely. I mean, the more people we can get involved in 3D archery, the better we are. She's been doing this a while, actually. But like you said, she has to pick and choose which events she comes to.
For sure.
And this is one you want to be at. And so she is headed over to get the headset and tell us all about this.
She can't believe it. So she's got the headset on there. Sarah Preels, what a show you put on here. You're the Classic champ. How does that feel? First pro win.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've been working hard, and Metropolis showed me I could actually do this game, and yeah, it was just a great day. The 14s are so much fun.
Yeah, it's fun when you're hitting them, and you were smashing them, Sarah. That is absolutely awesome to sit back here and watch. So in that moment, obviously, you come into this event about 8 points behind. So obviously, you're thinking, I got to hit some 14s. When you hit a few and you get that lead, you still had the pedal to the metal there. You were still going after them.
Yeah, well, I looked at the field. I thought, you know what, if the first one is closer than 45, I'll go for a 14. It was. Just went for it, and then from there, it just got easier.
All right, Sarah. Well, congratulations on your first pro win and being Women's Known Pro ASA Classic champ. Congratulations, Sarah Preels.
Congrats,
Thank you very much.
That was a good shoot-off.
Yes, it was, Nathan Brooks. That was a great shoot-off. Folks, don't go anywhere. We will be back with our Known Pro here at the Classic.
Most trusted name in releases, Scott Archery has been proudly made in America for over 40 years. High-quality materials, target-inspired design, and tight tolerances allows you to release with confidence with Scott Archery.
Born in Clay City, Kentucky, we are manufactured, assembled, and shipped from the same place. We build equipment that lasts, season after season. From the final arrow to secure a national win, or up a tree stand on a buck of a lifetime. When you shoot a B3, you won't just be shooting history, you'll be making it.
Made of high-grade machined aluminum for added durability. Premier features designed to fit to any manufactured bow and installs easily. Fortifying the CBE advantage. A custom feel that you can count on. Enjoy calculated precision. We're not just a sight company. We're CBE, Custom Bow Equipment.
What does it mean to be unrivaled? To be unrivaled isn't about winning a trophy. It's about putting in the hours that nobody else sees. To be unrivaled isn't just a choice. It's a lifestyle. It's to push yourself to be your best day in and day out. Gas Bowstrings. Be unrivaled.
Years ago, even 5 years ago.
That we actually need, and it's not just a bunch of fluff and trash. Sounds cool, but you don't really need it.
The innovation of Last Chance Archery products has been incredible. Everything that a pro shop owner or a series leader or series partner would want, Last Chance Archery has been there for them.
At HHA, bow hunting is in our blood. At the moment of truth, there are no shortcuts, no excuses in your bow. So when we build a sight for these moments that take your breath away. For the past 40 years, we've been setting the tempo for sights in the hunting industry, and this year we did it yet again. New for 2025, the Nitrix from HHA.
As the most trusted name in releases, Scott Archery has been proudly made in America for over 40 years. High-quality materials, target-inspired design, and tight tolerances allows you to release with confidence with Scott Archery.
It's a sad note that the year is coming to an end and we're going to have months without seeing our friends. The second thing is there's Shoot of the Year on the line. There's so many things. It's the last tournament to impress sponsors, people that are supporting you. So it is the most important tournament.
What makes this event special is it's the last one and it's hunting season coming up.
All right, welcome back everyone to the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic, Cullman, Alabama. Known Pro is our next division. Nathan Brooks, there's our leaderboard. Run it down for us.
432, Aaron Shaw. I see 20 points from there all the way to the top. This is really spread out. Stefan Hansen at 438, Robert Householder in third place at 440. Ace Cullman, 446. So that's a 6-point spread between third place and second place, and then a 6-point spread between Ace Cullman and Kyle Douglas, who is your leader at 452.
All right, Nathan, these are some big guns out here. Before we get to the action, we want to go back to the Matthews Pro-Am in Metropolis and see how Known Pro finished up there.
Should be.
Should be on the bottom right side, I think.
Since 2017, Known Pro Curtis Broadnax has had multiple second and third place finishes. But only once before Metropolis 2025 had he taken home the gold.
If he shoots a 12, he shoots a 526 and wins. Let's see what he does. Big arrow Curtis. Yeah. Looks pretty steady.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah, up
for 12. He had to.
And that was 2 years earlier. So when he started the shoot down with a 6-point lead, it was clear he was determined not to give it up.
And he got it.
Called upper and hit it.
But after 4 arrows, he did exactly that.
And he just got a 14.
He certainly did.
1 arrow later, he was back in a tie for first with Jimmy Lutz.
There's a good look at those arrow holes.
Yep. Oh, and there we go.
He absolutely smoked it. Curtis has to 14 this
He has
thing.
to hit it.
A 14 by Lutz on the 6th and final arrow left Big Time with no choice but to match him, which he did.
Got it.
Smoked it.
Got it.
I shot bad the whole time, and that one ended up working out. So, 6 points, it seems like a lot. And just having a few unfortunate shots to get away from you, and the guys behind you moving up, and I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm happy it worked out.
All right, Nathan, now we want to get to the action here with our archers. Folks, this is our known pro division. Our 5th place qualifier with a score of 432 and 21 bonus rings from Ash Grove, Missouri, shooting for elite Aaron Shaw. Our 4th place qualifier with a score of 438 and 20 bonus rings from Yankton, South Dakota, shooting for Matthews, Stefan Hansen. And our number 3 qualifier with a score of 440 and 22 bonus rings from Millbrook, Alabama, shooting for Hoyt, Robert Householder. Our 2nd place qualifier with a score of 446 and 24 bonus rings from Paris, Tennessee, shooting for Matthews, Ace Cullman. And our number 1 qualifier with a score of 452 and 26 bonus rings from Liberty, Utah, shooting for Matthews, Kyle Douglas. All right, Nathan, now known pro, that means 60-yard max. So we have backed up a couple targets here, starting with number 1, our Stan Javelina, which was 42 yards. Now it's 56.
Ouch.
Our 3rd target, the Gas Bowstrings Howling Wolf, was 47. Now 58. And our 5th target, the HHA Lynx, Nathan, we went from 30 yards to 60 yards. Max distance.
Ouch. Well, these guys got rangefinders, so that makes it a little bit easier as far as knowing where to set that sight. But you still got to make a great shot. And in this wind, a little bit of wind can make that big arrow that he's shooting.
Oh,
holy smokes.
Aaron Shaw. This is his first shoot down.
60 yards. He shoots 14.
Holy cow. 14
Holy crap.
For Aaron Shaw.
Holy smokes. Oh, I guess when you look at the scoreboard from top to bottom, I mean, holy smokes.
That was Ace Coleman, I think.
Yes, that is.
Or no, that was Kyle Douglas.
No.
On the bedded buck.
No, that's Ace.
Is that Ace?
Yes, that's Ace on the bedded buck. But that's a 12 on the Javelina.
For Aaron Shaw on the Javelina.
Kyle. That was for Kyle.
That was Kyle.
Yes.
I'm all mixed up. I'm not sure who shot what, Nathan. Kyle Douglas.
We're so excited. All we're seeing these rings just go.
A 56-yard Javelina. I didn't expect somebody to come out and smoke the 14.
Oh, my gosh.
14 for Ace. Now, that one is the 34-yard Schwacker bedded buck, so okay.
That one makes sense.
I expect to see that one.
And Robert Householder. Oh, my gosh, look at Scott. Did you see him skip into the target down there?
10 for Robert Householder on the now 58-yard Howling
He was
Wolf.
shooting at the upper, and he missed it by less than a quarter of an inch at 58 yards.
On a ring that he can't see.
And
Let's
the wind
remember
was
that.
blowing.
Can't see that ring.
Just Stupid impressive.
The Bo Doodle Sheep, this one's 38 yards, remember? And there's a 14.
That's a 14.
Again, 38 yards for Stefan Hansen. I mean, that's the second closest one, so not surprised.
This shot right here. This shot.
Here we go. Aaron Shaw. The 60-yard HHA Lynx 14. Come on.
Wow.
Nathan.
Well, let's get this party started, I think is what he said.
Yeah. What do we always say? This is his first shoot down. He is announcing his presence with authority. Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
There's the field out there. 60 yards, folks. Okay, most people have a reference of half a football field. This is farther than that.
Yeah, farther.
10 yards farther.
At rings you can't see, and a little bit of wind that's actually coming and going. Like right now, it showed up.
Yeah. This is unbelievable. There's Stefan Hansen. Yeah, Stefan. Okay, now he gets the 60-yard link.
See him shake his head. He shook his head just then like, uh-oh, what do I do here? So he's called upper on this Lynx.
Oh, 10.
10.
To the right.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're sitting there like, oh, that's a 60-yard target.
So Aaron shot at the Javelina.
I can't see.
Did you say that's 56?
That's 56 yards, yep.
Yeah. I can't see where the arrow hit. Is that 8, I believe.
Oh, he got an 8 there for Aaron.
Just under that lower 12, which is what he was shooting at. So here we come back up to the Swacker bedded buck.
So this is Kyle.
And that naked eye, that looks
pretty good.
It just looks a little bit low, but I'm going to say it's there.
There we go.
Nope, I was totally wrong.
Kyle Douglas,
it was
14.
definitely there.
He practices with Tim Gillingham, so no surprise seeing him gunning for 14s. Kyle Douglas is our 4-time shooter of the year in this class.
How many times Vegas champion?
I can't remember. At least 3.
Yeah. We got a 10 for Ace Cullman. That's a long shot.
And now we have Robert Householder on the Bo Doodle Bighorn, and I think he smashed this one.
This is definitely up there in the 14 region. I would say that one's good.
Yep, there it is. 14 for Robert.
Good shot. Hey, perfect look at that on that arrow. Did you see how he had the back of that bushing blacked out with a Sharpie?
Yep.
So it doesn't make a difference here on this field because they're shooting these targets individually.
Right.
But when you're shooting in a group together, those shiny bushings sometimes can be a very good aiming point. And that's a 10.
10 for Stefan.
For Stefan.
Yeah, we should mention, Nathan, for folks who don't know, these archers out here, how they came in here, you know, their class has 60, 70 archers. We shot 20 targets over 2 days, and these are the top 5. These are the top 5 in that division. There we go. After a 14, there's Tommy and Scott skipping to the next one. They were so glad to call that 14. But yeah, that's where Robert would have been shooting in a group, presumably of 4, and if he blacks out everything from what other archers see, they can't see the back of his arrow to aim off of.
Right, and you know, you play offense, you play defense. That's really what this is. You're more involved in the offense, but if you can play a little defense, you do.
Why not? All right, here we go. 60-yard HHA Lynx. Robert Householder's crack at it. Oh, we shifted back to Stefan on the stand.
Good shot.
Javelina. Here we go. What's Robert going to do?
Dead
center 10.
And that's the shot I expected to see on that target.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
just say, okay, it's 60 yards.
Even if they do know how far that is, you know, it's 60 yards.
Yeah, a lot can
And there's
happen.
a little wind blowing, and
Stefan. 12.
He did call the upper, so that is 12 points.
Yeah, we have a maximum speed limit, Nathan, of 290 feet per second. That's as fast as they can go. Little variance that can take them to what? What would be like top speed? Like
It's 3% variance, I believe, so 299 is max.
Okay.
Like literally, if the chronograph reads 300, you're gone.
You're gone. So we got a 14 there for Aaron Shaw, his second one of the tournament. Of the finals, excuse me.
There's your leader,
There's
Kyle Douglas.
Just so steady. Just doesn't make mistakes.
No. Well, on that note, look at the rings that were shot.
10. Yep.
28 rings. Now, one of those is a 14 now.
Yep.
But coming into this, he was 52. He had a score of 452, and he had hit 26 rings. That means he did not have a single-digit score the entire weekend over the course of 40 targets.
Outside the 10.
All 10s and 12s.
That's a solid weekend.
Yeah.
That's why he's shooter of the year.
That's right. There's an 8 on the Bodoodle Bighorn Sheep.
That was Ace Cullman shooting at that. This is his second shoot down this year for Ace Cullman.
Ace has done real well in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, actually. So that's it.
All right, here's Scott Parrott prepping. He's getting himself in shape. He wants to know. There you go. Look at those magnifiers. You think he's missing calls with those things? No way.
Old eagle eye.
Scott Parrott.
You know, earlier you said he had a few gray hair.
Yeah.
That's
when,
just because
when they're allowed to grow.
I was going to say, that's just because all he has is a few hairs.
Scott Parrott worked hard out here setting these ranges, getting them competition ready, and he is one of the most fun guys out here. Just a great human being. If you're into ASA, you're going to meet Scott Parrott, and odds are you're going to love him. All right, there's a 14 on the bedded buff for Stefan Hansen. So here's Ace.
He just switched not too long ago to that index finger release.
Yes, he did. Oh, and he got the upper, and he called it. A 12
shot.
60 yards. But there's Robert Householder on the stand. Jabalina was his first
He called
shot.
upper as well, and I think he got that one, but Scott's getting ready to tell us.
Yeah, he's already got it out.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. 56 yards once again, Nathan. Especially on that target with those dots. I get confused. I can see them when I look through my binoculars. Take the binoculars down. I can't remember which dot I'm supposed to aim at. That's why I'm sitting here and they're out there.
That is a
Stefan
14.
Hansen. Another 14.
That takes him to 488.
Now we're coming over to Aaron Shaw.
That's
I don't know if he went 14 hunting, but he's... Or if he called upper. He did not call upper.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
he
would
might
say
have
he was
been
shooting.
14.
Yeah, shooting at the 14 on that one. So that's going to move Aaron to a 476.
Here's Kyle Douglas, and he did call upper.
It's got to be the bottom of it, just naked eye looking at that without binoculars or...
Survey says... Got it.
That's a 12.
Kyle Douglas with a 12.
Puts him at 500 points.
Adding to his bonus rings.
And then we're going all the way out here to the 60-yard HHA Lynx target.
So, Nathan, we mentioned that 60 yards, and this is our first year. So the ASA did that. Let's see this.
Smashed it.
Let's see this upper 12
Smashed it.
first for Ace Cullman. Let's give him his credit. 60-yard target smashes an upper 12. But they did that to kind of, the field was so packed and the scores were getting so high, they just wanted to make it a little bit more challenging. So they increased it to 60. And Kyle Douglas today, when I was talking to him, he said, yeah, it did make it more challenging, and guys are now figuring out how to meet that challenge.
Yeah, and you know, I think you're going to have some variance in that from week to week. So let's just say Foley. It can be a very open event as far as the terrain that they're shooting the 40 targets. Let's just call it the qualifying section, because, I mean, you have to make this shoot-off out there by shooting 40 targets. So we'll say that's qualification. It can be really open, and if it's windy, you wouldn't want to be using a 25 diameter shaft. You'd want to shoot something small. But now when we come here, we're in deep ponds.
Super thick.
Even if it's really, really windy, typically it's going to be good inside the woods as far as wind. Dead center 10. And so
safe play.
I could see how that would change from event to event, and these guys literally might have to have multiple setups ready for whatever they're getting ready to compete in.
Yeah. We saw somebody shooting at the bedded buck was low of that 14. Let's look at Ace Cullman. But we're going to go around to...
So they're at the Stan Javelina target. And that's Ace Cullman for 10.
Shot at 10. Okay.
So that's going to move him to 500 points now, which ties Kyle Douglas before we score Kyle's arrow. So Kyle has a 10-point lead. Now, we've talked about this in the other class, but you have to be within 10 points of the leader to actually go to a 6th and final arrow.
Yep.
So we have an 8 for Robert Householder.
Yeah, Stefan, he's going to need a bonus ring to get in there. What did he do? Stefan's at the Gas Bowstrings Howling Wolf, and he did call upper. He's in that vicinity.
It's close. I'm going to say that's in before they call it. But
here we go.
Let's just see.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Okay.
That puts him at 500 points.
And we know Kyle shot a 10 on his last one. Uh-oh. Whoa, the Coldplay kiss cam there. We too soon for that, folks.
So we have a 14 shot here at the Bowdoodle Bighorn Sheep. It looks like it's a little bit high for Aaron Shaw.
Yep.
It's going to be an 8. So that's going to move him to 484.
Now, Kyle.
If Kyle hits a 12 here, if that was a 12, it's game over.
Yep. He called upper. I'm pretty sure he's in the center 10. Yeah, he just shook his head. Yep, that's a 10. I mean, we're sitting here, and he's shaking his head. 10. Center 10 on a 60-yard HHA link.
You know why he's shaking his head? Do you know why,
he's
PJ?
Kyle Douglas.
Well, yeah, for sure. But he's a winner. He's a killer, all right? So he knows that even though he's got a 10-point lead, so they're I stopped mid-sentence because I was listening. Yeah, so I was making sure.
Yeah.
Because I know it's anyone within 10, but I wasn't sure if they were saying 10, like you had to be closer than 10 points.
Right.
So, long story short here, with that shaking of the head that he just did on that target, he knows that it could have been over. Right there.
Right there.
And
could have ended it. That was the knockout punch.
Even though he's like still thinking here, hey, I got one more shot to make.
I believe, he's
chances are really high he's going to win.
10 points over Ace and Stefan. But you're right, Nathan. If you don't have to shoot that one, you can win it sooner.
Yeah.
Do it.
And he's going to have to ride home with Gillingham. So Gillingham will probably be telling him the entire trip, hey, I won mine in 5. It took you 6. What's your problem?
Why didn't you hit that last one? You know, you are exactly right. Tim will absolutely do that. All right, here we go. Stefan Hansen is going to be up first. We don't know. He's shooting at the last chance archery, last chance arrow is the Wolverine. We don't know the distance, but
it's probably 50 yards
it's
anyway.
in that vicinity for sure.
So really, this is a second and third place shoot-off.
For sure.
Obviously.
And thousands of dollars.
That's
difference.
True. That's true. And you've got, obviously, Ace has the advantage on the bonus rings.
Mm-hmm.
So Stefan has to hit something here that's going to outscore what Ace can do. A bonus ring is not going to help if Stefan matches it.
No worse than third
if Ace
for either of them.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
So 14, why not? He's already in third place, so 14.
Yeah. Stefan's such a good shooter.
Yeah.
So solid.
Oh, straight over it.
So this really eases the pressure for Ace now.
Yep. That's a 5, so if he hits the target, he stays in second place.
Yes. Yeah. I
so
mean,
14 for sure to try and put some pressure on Kyle. If he shoots a 5 or an 8, Kyle doesn't have to shoot.
yeah, you know, I don't even, if I was in that position, I think I'd just center up and shoot the middle of the 10 ring. I'm not conceding second place, but it's what he, if you shoot a 14.
Come on, Nathan. Yeah. I'm going for the 14.
Yeah, PJ, I've seen you do your shots of the week. I know what those
Come
look
on,
like.
Nathan. We didn't have to go there. All right, Ace Cullman. It's in his hands.
Right. We can talk about this all we want,
Yeah.
and what we would do, but we're sitting over here.
We're sitting here. Ace is out there. After an excellent weekend. That's the deer listening to me and Nathan talk. All right, Ace. Do whatever works for you.
Well, it won't take long. He's a quick shot. He called upper 12.
Upper, and I think he got it.
I think he got it. Yep.
Oh, that's might be just left, Nathan.
Yeah, you're right.
He might have just missed that connector. I thought he had it. But I think he stayed at 10.
But regardless, that's 10
Yeah.
points.
That's a 10. Yep.
And
10 for Ace Cullman.
And that gets him second place. Kyle doesn't have to shoot.
Kyle doesn't have to shoot. Bonus rings, he already won it.
Yeah.
Kyle is your champ. Are we
All you
going
need
to
to do
have
is
him
hit
shoot?
foam.
Do we have a special deal?
You've
Let's
got more
listen to
bonus
Josh.
rings, but it'd be way more fun to hit foam. All right. You want to play that game? Shoot him in the eyeball. If you hit him in the eyeball, you will give a target away afterwards.
Here we go.
Mr. Alvarelli from Delta McKenzie said he will give away a bighorn if you can shoot that Wolverine.
Nathan.
Tell us about that, PJ.
The biggest target on the field, the bighorn sheep, if Kyle hits this Wolverine in the eye. And Nathan, like you said, it's in the vicinity of 50 yards.
Oh, yeah. I would probably say it's a little bit over.
And I think it's quartered away from him a little bit. That's a...
You know, the camera angle is actually really good. Well, it was really good before that shot. There you go. That's about what he's trying to shoot at right there. That angle at the eye. So that's barely catching the target. So
Come
he
on,
could miss
Kyle.
this thing.
Hit it.
But I bet he don't.
Oh, just under it.
Just under it.
Oh, man.
Chicken. That's what he was. He was
Just under it.
He is the Open Pro champion, though.
Kyle Douglas wins known pro.
I said Open Pro.
Open pro, known pro. So Kyle is going to take home the double win this weekend. Shooter of the Year and Classic Champ.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a big payday for Kyle Douglas.
That's huge.
That is huge. Folks, we're talking vicinity of $30,000 that he just won there.
So I know Kyle pretty well, and I'm guessing that's going to be a couple more hunts this fall.
That's going to elk hunting somewhere. I can promise you that. Here he comes over to the headset. He's got him on there. Kyle Douglas, you just completed the double win there. ASA Classic Champ and Shooter of the Year. How's it feel?
That's pretty good. I've done that once before, I believe, and that's a pretty good feeling when you can kind of cap off the year and get both of those done at the same time.
So, Kyle, you did not miss a 10 ring or a 12 or a 14 that you shot at all weekend. So there was no 8s on the scorecard. Does that hurt a little bit shooting that Wolverine through the snout?
Nah, that's just a bonus.
Awesome display of shooting this weekend. So impressed. Your talent level is just obviously cream of the crop. And I just want to be the first to congratulate you.
Thank you.
4th Shooter of the Year in a row, Kyle. How does that feel capping off a season like this?
That's pretty cool. You know, the level of competition we got out here is just incredible, and it keeps getting better and better every year. So to be able to do that, it's pretty neat. I don't know how I've been able to pull that off, but I'll keep trying to do it again as hard as I can.
All right, Kyle, congratulations. 2025 ASA Known Pro Classic Champ and Shooter of the Year.
Thanks, guys.
All right, folks, stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We will be back, and we're going to start judging. Unknown Distance is up next.
In a very short amount of time, TAC Vanes has really dominated the tournament world as far as 3D goes and excelled in hunting. We've made the quietest, most stiff, accurate vane in the industry. We're very proud of what we've done. We make all kinds of different sizes, profiles for any application. And if you want to check those out, go to tacvanes.com.
Power, penetration, and higher velocity combine to make the new Easton 5.0, an ultra-lightweight, micro-diameter hunting shaft, perfect for bow hunters, engineered on a brand new 5mm AccuCarbon platform. It can be configured to offer maximum speed, or can be built with weight up front for extreme accuracy. Each 5.0 is guaranteed to have virtually perfect consistency. Punch your tag with the industry's most versatile arrow. Experience the all-new Easton 5.0 today.
This bow here is a really good bow to get started. What do you think?
I like it. Three fingers underneath, and you're going to draw to your anchor. Great job!
This limit would be a good step up from what you had. It's going to be a little bit higher draw.
Hey, nice shot.
Thanks.
Ryan Jeffries, Mr. Ryan Reed, Chris Hacker, Alan Connor, Benny Barger, and your #1 qualifier from Voorheesville, New York, Jacob Sluzard.
I thought I could hang with these guys, and I wanted to prove that, but winning after 5 tournaments it's a lot.
Made of high-grade machined aluminum for added durability. Premier features designed to fit to any manufactured bow and installs easily. Fortifying the CBE Advantage, a custom feel that you can count on. Enjoy calculated precision. We're not just a sight company. We're CBE, Custom Bow Equipment.
Years ago, even 5 years ago.
That we actually need, and it's not just a bunch of fluff and trash. Sounds cool, but you don't really need.
The innovation of Last Chance Archery products has been incredible. Everything that a pro shop owner or a series partner or series partner would want, Last Chance Archery has been there for them.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic in Cullman, Alabama. So this is our break in the show where we're moving targets. Our unknown distance archers are judging. So we wanted to talk to you about Shooter of the Year. Before we show you our standings, Nathan, for the folks who are just tuning in, explain what Shooter of the Year is and why we keep talking about it.
So Shooter of the Year is a culmination of all the scores together. Each tournament that we have, what do we have? I don't know how many was actually
we had 5 this year
on the record this year, because we had a tornado that went through Kentucky. We had a bad weather delay in Illinois.
Yep.
So that was tournament was cut short. So I'm not exactly sure. I didn't follow exactly what happened with Shooter of the Year. All I know is here we are. These are your Shooter of the Year shooters, and it was all put together, but the classic score counts.
Classic score counts. That's the big deal. Yeah.
And it's really important that you shoot good here.
So women's known pro, we're going to show you on the board there. So we already saw that, but Nathan, run down for it anyway.
So
we're looking at.
Caitlin Boardwell was at 1697. So my guess is this was 4 tournaments, because that makes sense for the scores. Morgan Reeves 1702, Paige Pierce 1707, 1711 Annabelle Moore, and then Tanya Gillantine wins at 1714. If my math is right, that's 114 points up on 4 events.
Known pro. There you go.
Known pro Shooter of the Year. We just watched Kyle Douglas win the Classic tournament. He's also our known pro champion. I'll start at the top here at 1782. Lawson Veit at 1756 for second place. Robert Householder, we watched him shoot out there as well at 1754, and he tied with Dane Johnson. And Ace Cullman, who was actually out there shooting as well, is the 5th place finisher at 1752.
All right. And our classes who are coming up, women's pro.
Yeah, so Lauren Carver is a rookie pro at 1630. Sharon Wallace is our 4th place finisher here at 1633. Kaylee Pettifer, who is just 1 point ahead of Sharon at 1634. Erin McGlattery in 2nd place at 1640. And Cara Kelly, who has won Shooter of the Year countless times.
10 times.
10 times. Holy smokes, that's double digits. 1658. That's getting it done.
And then our last one, Nathan, there we go.
So another newcomer to the board, at least here, Michael Evans, who got his first win this year at 1680.
Glenn Boardwell, 1682. Jace Bulls, 1685 in third place. And then Dan McCarthy and Levi Morgan, first and second. Now, this just swaps year after year after year. Those two guys just battle it out, and we see Levi got the win this year at 1699.
Number 14 for him, Nathan. Unbelievable. Well, Nathan, this has been a season, you know, we talked about the foul weather that we've had, but there were still some shining moments, especially in the shootdown. We put together our top 5 moments from the ASA 2025 season in the shootdowns.
The 2025 ASA season certainly has had its share of challenges. A devastating tornado that hit London, Kentucky a week before the True Ball Pro-Am wiped out the Laurel County Fairgrounds where the tournament has been held for many years, forcing ASA to cancel the event. Then, dangerous storms with heavy rain and lightning cut short the Matthews Pro-Am in Metropolis. Despite the hard times, there have been many shining moments that will etch the 2025 season into history. As we compete in the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic to finish out the current competition year, let's look back at the top 5 moments from this year's Pro Pressure Point Shootdowns.
12
Upper,
12
center punch.
12.
Dane Johnson has been a feared competitor in the known pro division for years. He's one of those guys that's always there fighting to get to the finish line.
Our number 1 qualifier, Dane Johnson.
He had 2 wins to his name prior to the 2025 season, but it had been 3 years since he last took the top podium spot.
10 for Dane.
So we have a 10 for Dane.
Last year, he had a 2nd and a 3rd, but no win. So when the big man entered the Foley Event Center at the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am with a lead in the known pro finals, you could tell he was not about to give that up.
Dane went for the
12.
Yeah, he's at 470.
Dane did what he needed to do through the 5 arrows in regulation to hold on to his lead.
This 10 ring's a pretty big ring for him to hit at this distance, so yeah, I'm pretty confident this big fella can get the job done right here.
And when he drilled a 10 with that last arrow, he was understandably moved.
Bravo, Dane. Awesome shooter, obviously.
He's been having a good year.
Yes, he has.
He was right there, 2nd place shooter of the year coming into this tournament. I believe this vaulted him into contention for 1st. He's been having a good year.
Oh, yeah, he shoots a strong shot.
Michael Evans has been competing in the Open Pro division since 2014. Prior to the start of the 2025 season, he had been in just 1 shootdown over the previous 11 years. He made it to his 2nd one in Foley this year where he finished 3rd, but it looked like he might finally get a win in Minden when he went into the shoot-off at the Easton Hoyt Pro-Am, leading the way.
Good looking shot there.
Bam.
Michael.
Yeah, he knew. To save a 2-point lead.
Yeah.
Evans did what he needed to do through the finals to keep his competitors at bay, and with a 10 on his final shot, Michael Evans took his first Open Pro win after competing in the class for more than a decade. Brady Hempen is another known pro competitor who always seems to be hanging around the leaderboard. Prior to 2025, he'd made it to several shootdowns, but he had 0 wins under his belt. The 2019 Known Pro Rookie of the Year's best finish through the years was 2nd.
And our number 2 qualifier, Brady Hempen.
Heading into the shootdown at Minden this year in 2nd place, 8 points behind Lawson Viat, it seemed like Hempen was on track for another silver medal.
He didn't need to shoot an upper 12 because he shot a 14.
That's right.
But Brady fought hard through the 5 regulation arrows in the finals and cut Viat's lead to just 2.
That's a smoked 14.
With his 6th arrow, Hempen smashed the 14, forcing Viat to shoot a 12 to tie him or an 14 to win.
So he needs a 14 to win. 14 to win.
Viat's arrow slid just high of the 14 for a 5, and Hempen claimed his first ever win as an ASA pro. No one would have thought any less of Braden Jones if he simply considered himself lucky to get into the Open Pro Shootdown at the Shibuya Pro-Am in Fort Benning. I mean, he had to win a one-arrow shoot-off just to claim the 5th seed.
Braden, the lefty.
Braden Jones.
Boom.
Jones.
12. Nice. He did get that.
But once he got in the door, Braden Jones went to work, shooting 10, 12, 12, 12, and 14 with his 5 arrows in regulation, which launched him to the top of the leaderboard with a 2-point cushion.
He has to shoot a 10. 10 to win.
On the 6th arrow, no one was able to match Braden's pace, and all he had to do was center punch the 10 ring to take his first win as an open pro.
Got it. Yes. So
Dead center. For the 2025 season, women's known pro Tanya Galantine has been on another level. She led the way or was seeded second heading into the finals at every tournament, earning 3 wins and a second along the way. Yet 2 of those wins didn't come easy for Galantine, who had to dial up the most clutch shot in ASA archery in precisely the most pressure-packed moments.
I bet she's going to shoot a 12 or a 10 here and call it good. Yep. Got it. Upper 12.
At the Shibuya Pro-Am in Fort Benning, Galantine, Annabelle Moore, and Caitlin Boardwell all were tied at 490, ahead of the final arrow. But Galantine had the edge on bonus rings.
I almost think she's got to shoot a 14.
Yeah.
Oh, smoke. Got it.
Both Boardwell and Moore smashed the 14 with their last shots.
Got it. Oh, that's so good.
Leaving Galantine no option but to shoot at the 14 herself.
If she's 14s, she wins. If she shoots an ace, she goes all the way to 4th place. Pressure.
She center punched the ring, giving her the win based on bonus rings.
Go.
Center punched it.
Yeah, what a good shot, Tony Galantine.
Clutch. Then, at the very next tournament in Minden, Galantine found herself trailing Paige Pierce by 2 points and 3 bonus rings ahead of her final shot, meaning only a 14 would win it again.
So this is exactly what Tanya had to do
Oh, yeah,
last time.
yeah.
Exactly. She had to hit the 14.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Possibly buoyed by confidence earned at Benning, Galantine clipped that 14 to take her 2nd cardiac win in a row and her 3rd overall for the season.
All right, folks, we are going to get back to the action here with our unknown divisions. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back at the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic in Cullman, Alabama.
Oh, what a shot.
He got it.
Unbelievable. So Kyle needs an 8 to win.
8 to win. Oh, he went right at it.
10 or 10, done. This guy is unreal.
That's it. And he got it. Never played it safe, Gillingham.
How do you take archery's flagship arrow to a whole new level? Introducing the all-new Easton 5mm FMJ Max. It allows faster speeds to your target and features a seamless AccuCarbon core fused with a precision aluminum jacket overlay, delivering higher energy at impact and increased momentum, making it the ultimate shaft for taking down big game. FMJ Max, the go-to arrow for today's most serious bow hunters. To learn more, visit your Easton dealer now or go to eastonarchery.com. Power, penetration, and higher velocity combine to make the new Easton 5.0, an ultra-lightweight, micro-diameter hunting shaft, perfect for bow hunters, engineered on a brand new 5mm AccuCarbon platform. It can be configured to offer maximum speed, or can be built with weight up front for extreme accuracy. Each 5.0 is guaranteed to have virtually perfect consistency. Punch your tag with the industry's most versatile arrow. Experience the all-new Easton 5.0 today.
This bow's packed with new features and technology. Next in the evolution of carbon bows.
I like it, dude.
Shooting IBO speeds of up to 340 feet per second. This bow will reach draw lengths of out to 32 inches.
Right where he said, shut down.
So this bow here is a really good bow to get started. What do you think?
I like it. Three fingers underneath, and you're gonna draw to your anchor. Great job.
I think this limit would be a good step up from what you had. It's gonna be a little bit higher draw.
Hey, nice shot.
Thanks.
There's those. He's dead.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got it.
He got it.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
466. Wow. That's pretty
That's
good.
why people call him the GOAT right
Yeah.
there.
I really feel like this is where I need to be.
Ryan Jeffries, Mr. Ryan Reed, Chris Hacker, Alan Connor.
So the 2025 season's winding down already for ASA, and it's wild to think that we're coming to an end because it's been a crazy year. We started off with our normal tournaments, but then devastation hit London, Kentucky with a tornado, which ended up having to cancel that event. And then Illinois, we had horrible weather on day 2, which moved us right into a shoot down there. So I think everybody is probably excited for 2026 to come around next year.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic here in Cullman, Alabama. Women's Pro is our next division. Nathan, there's our leaderboard. Run it down for us.
So we got Lauren Carver coming in at 400, which is the even par basically on the weekend after 40 targets. Emily McCarthy is in 4th place at 402. 1 point ahead of her is Erin McGladder at 403. Kaylee Pettifer in 2nd place at 407 and a 7-point lead. Cara Kelly in 1st place at 414.
All right, Nathan, as that dog retrieves that person's hat, we want to go back to see how this division shook out at the Matthews Pro-Am in Metropolis.
In Women's Pro, Erin McGladdery went into the shootdown with a 2-point lead over Emily McCarthy, who was hungry for her first ASA win of 2025.
Yeah, that's the longest target on the field right there. Good shot.
Good shot. McCarthy never ventured outside the 10 ring, and a 12 on her 5th arrow gave her sole possession of the lead.
And got it.
Got it.
Wow, good shot, Emily.
You know, some folks crumble when they get in the finals, and some people really rise. And
Yeah.
For me, Emily is one of those who rises to the occasion.
On the final arrow, an 8 by Lauren Carver and a 5 by McGladdery.
Oh, she went for the 14.
Meant all McCarthy had to do with her last shot was hit the target to win.
Good shot, kid. Good shot, kid.
And she shot a 10.
Honestly, I don't know. I judge every day. I've trained really hard. Lately, I've taken a trip to go see some family, so I got some family time in. My sister was home helping me move targets and shooting with me too, so I just enjoying all that. And out here, honestly, I started on the shortest target, which I was kind of bummed about, and I hit just under the upper. And so I wasn't sure how my numbers were, other than I thought I needed to add a little more.
All right, let's get to our first judging class of the finals here this evening. Women's Pro. We're going to start with our 5th place qualifier with a score of 413 bonus rings. From Candler, North Carolina, shooting for elite, Lauren Carver. Our 4th place qualifier with a score of 402 and 10 bonus rings. From Wazeeka, Wisconsin, shooting for Matthews, Emily McCarthy. And our 3rd place qualifier with a score of 403 and 12 bonus rings. From Marsden, Saskatchewan, shooting for elite, Erin McLattery. And our 2nd place qualifier with a score of 407 and 11 bonus rings. From Dublin, Georgia, shooting for Matthews, Kaylee Pettifer. Our number 1 qualifier with a score of 414 and 10 bonus rings. From Lapeer, Michigan, shooting for Matthews, Cara Kelly. Okay, Nathan, so for folks who, for folks who do follow our tournaments and know how this system works, we want to say that delay was so that the targets could be moved. We were talking distances before, targets were all changed, new distances. For folks who haven't been tuning in, explain unknown distance archery.
Well, unknown distance archery is really fun if you're shooting at 3D targets because it challenges you to figure out exactly how far it is from you to that target, and knowing that our parameters are out to 50 yards. Typically for these archers, every yard that they miss is about 1.5 yards of elevation that they can miss. So they have to be able to judge these distances really good, and we see a 12-ring shot on the first target here for Lauren Carver.
She called upper.
Oh. Well, that's
sorry,
a good 10.
I meant to kill. Sorry to kill that for you there, Nathan.
No,
she did call upper.
That's good. Yep.
But like you had said, it's like every yard they're off, 1.5 inches, I believe you said.
Yeah, it really depends on the distance. I mean, obviously, the further you go, the more every yard misses.
Yeah.
But just as an average, it's probably easiest understood from 30 to 50 yards. It's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches per yard at the speeds these people are shooting at. The majority of them are shooting anywhere from 280 to 290. Our speed limit here in the women's pro class is 280 with a plus or minus variance of 3%, which means they could shoot up to 288.
They moved up this year, Nathan, to 290.
Well, PJ, that would be important if you followed the rules, and that's one that slipped past me.
For years, new this year.
Yes, for years it has been 280.
Yes, it was.
So now they're at 290. So that kind of gives us an understanding of that.
And in fairness to them, I mean, there's Erin McLattery. She's about 6 feet tall and probably has a 27 or 28, 29 inch draw length, if not 30. For some of these ladies who are short, getting to 295, that's hard to do.
Yeah, it's all about arrow weight and draw weight and power stroke. That's what those are the 3 things you're putting together to get speed. And it is important for them, but at the same time they have to have something that's very shootable as well. So you could push that too far and have it get erratic, and I really don't know what that limit is for these ladies, but like you said, the shorter the draw length, the harder that speed is to get to. So
we got folks coming up next. Levi Morgan's probably shooting 74 pounds. That's not necessarily what these ladies are pulling in draw weight.
So I mean, just my guess here, these average arrow weights for these ladies is probably around 300 grains.
Yeah.
So a little bit of wind blows that arrow off course. It gets
it's a challenge. It's a challenge for them to get a heavy arrow and get speed, and that's really what you want ultimately.
Oh, Lauren Carver just went low of that javelina, the stand javelina.
If she was shooting at the lower 12, that was about 2 yards.
Yeah.
2 yards of miscalculation. But you're right. Look at Erin. You know, she's almost 6 foot tall. She is very strong. I know the bow she shoots is about a 65-pound bow. And so really what she shoots is more like what most men shoot as far as poundage and draw length.
Yeah.
And so she gets a lot more speed.
Compared to Cara, who
Yes.
is much shorter draw length.
Let me back up. I said a lot more speed. I was going to say a lot more speed with a heavy arrow.
Yeah.
And so that allows for a little bit better wind drift or lack of wind drift. But regardless, all it boils down to is how accurate do they shoot the bow.
That was Cara who just shot that 12. And here is Kaylee with a 10.
That's the longest target looks like out there is the gas bowstrings Howling Wolf.
And now we're coming around to Erin McGladdery on the Bighorn Sheep, which I love because it's so big and fat. I'm not afraid to shoot at that one. She's going to take a 10 for Erin.
She typically shoots at uppers, and I think that's what she shot at there.
Emily McCarthy, our champion in Metropolis, Illinois. She was shooting at the HHA Lynx, which we can't see. That's a 10. I'm not sure how far that one is. I don't know how far any of them are.
That's why they call it unknown distance, BJ. We don't even know.
Yeah, so Nathan, let's talk about that as well. As we're shifting positions here, we were shooting, as you mentioned, in thick pines all weekend.
Yep.
Now we're out here on a football field.
Right. So what that does for depth perception, anyone that has ever tried to judge distance, it can really mess with your mind. Because when you're used to seeing trees and rocks and things in between the target that you're shooting at, it gives you a depth perception. So when you walk out here onto this wide open field and all there is green grass between you and that target, it changes tremendously what you feel for that depth. So let's talk about throwing a ball, because there's a lot of people that understand that. If you're making a throw from third base to first base and you've played baseball before, you understand how much oomph, the power you have to put behind it to get it there.
Yeah.
At second base to first base, it's a lot easier. That's depth perception.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're having to do, is figure out how far these targets are. Whoa. A little bit rich on that one.
With the trees and stuff, you can kind of pick your way to the target, but here it's just flat open.
Yes. Yeah.
So here we have Emily on the javelina, and that's looking like an 8.
Catching the 8 line, yeah.
8 for Emily.
So that's the perfect, Emily is a phenomenal shooter.
Excellent.
Excellent shooter. So that right there was most likely just yardage miscalculation. Same thing here with Lauren. She's straight high. That's probably at that distance 2, possibly 3 yards of miscalculation on the distance. So the risk that she just took shooting at that 14 was huge.
Big.
Because if she'd have shot at the 12, she'd have still been in the 10 with that little bit of yardage miscalculation.
Cara just took a 10 on the Howling Wolf. Coming around to Kaylee. She's in the vicinity of that upper. Did she call it? She did call it. And there we go.
She got
Kaylee Pettifer. Winner of our first tournament in Foley this year is Kaylee.
That'll give her a little bit more separation between between third and her, and inching ever so closer to Cara.
Inching. I know Cara's. There's Erin with a 10. I know Cara wants that double win too. Shooter of the year, she's got it locked up. Classic champ she wants.
It's crazy to me to think how long that she's been dominating this division. That just speaks to the talent level that she has. And, these other ladies that are out here, they're so good as well. So
Cara got a little emotional today when we were talking because she's 40 years old. This was her 10th Shooter of the Year title. She's like, she has 2 kids. She has a full-time job, you know, all that going on. And she said she was wondering herself, could she knew she was winning before the kids and the full-time job, etc. She was wondering, can she keep doing it after? And she has, and I think that hit her, you know, 10 of these. She's still competing at the highest level with all she's got going on in her life.
Well, it just speaks to it's a good shot by Kaylee. That just speaks to the talent, the dedication, the time, and the effort that she's put in. Oh, she smashed that up.
Smashed it.
The time, the dedication, and the effort that she's put in all those years, I am certain that she's not shooting as much as she used to.
Right.
But it still shows up. You know, you've trained for so long, and you develop that muscle memory and that understanding of the game, and it just doesn't go away.
We're looking at Emily McCarthy there. She's got 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh,
wow. Yeah.
And
she
got it.
She got it.
Yes. I talked to her about that very thing, Nathan, with the clock going down, and she said she will not force it. The clock will run out if it's not going to happen. 4 seconds left, it went off. So Aaron starts with a 12. Now we're coming around to Emily.
Yeah, you know, that just speaks to the patience that it takes to make a good shot. She shoots a hinge release 99% of the time.
Still is today.
Yep, and I mean, she shot trigger releases before too, but she executed that shot just the way she would shoot a hinge as well. So
we were getting nervous. She probably wasn't.
No, she's done this. I mean, I've watched her for a long time, and that's just the way she does it. So she's not going to rush it.
Nope.
She's going to make a good shot, and whatever happens is whatever happens.
So here comes Cara on the sheep, and she also, I think she's right of the upper.
Yeah,
she did not call upper.
Did not call the upper.
Yeah, 10.
So that's just 3 yards hot.
Yep.
3 yards too much distance.
I'm sure she's playing it safe too.
True.
Because she just wants to not give anything back.
Yeah, exactly. I said 3 yards too much, so you're right. She was probably just shooting at center 10 there.
Kaylee takes a 10.
If she had been shooting at the lower 12, that looked like about a 3-yard miscalculation. But when you're in the lead, you can do things a little different, PJ.
Got some more cards to play there, Nathan. So here we come around to our last arrow in regulation. Remember, anyone within 10 shoots a 6th arrow. Currently, that would only be Kaylee.
Yeah. So you see Cara studying that target there. Really good. She wants to know that she's got that distance right. Obviously, she's judged these targets really good. And just double checking that sight, getting everything right.
Here's Kaylee Pettifer on the javelina, and I can't see where it hit.
It's a little
but
low,
it's
right?
low. It didn't catch the 12, that's for sure.
Cara shooting a hinge release as well. There's no trigger there. When I say hinge release, I mean a release without a trigger.
Center 10.
Yep.
Safe play.
Just right over the 12.
All right, here we go. Aaron needs a bonus ring to get into this. And it is... Oh, man, I think she's just over it.
She called the upper, though.
Oh, she did, yeah.
So she's just under
Nope,
it.
that's not going to do it. Oh, Emily let down. There you go. That's what we were talking about.
She has 10 seconds left. 9.
Here we go. 6.
We have somebody out in the audience actually giving her an audible.
4, 3, 2, 1. Nope.
She got it off in time.
That's interesting that she and I talked about that in a podcast, that she will not force it. It's either going to go or it's not. That one just didn't. All right, 8 we start off with for Kaylee, I believe that was. Yep.
Yes, Kaylee. And now we got Aaron.
Aaron takes
on
10.
Swacker bedded buck.
I believe that's going to lock up third place for Aaron. Here we go. Oh, yeah, she was struggling there.
Yeah, she was just trying to get through it.
Yep.
Some points is better than nothing.
Just wasn't happening. And so I guess she got it off. Wait, was that her? Yes, I guess she got it off in time.
She did.
She got a 5.
And we have a 14 attempt here on this.
Yes, we do.
Bodoodle.
That's Lauren Carver.
Sheep.
Went for it. I think she's a little tall.
Looks a
yeah,
little
just over it.
Good try.
So Lauren's in her rookie season. We should mention
Yes.
that. This is her 3rd shoot down, and she won
That's
Rookie
right.
of the Year today.
She sure did. She's had a heck of a year.
Absolutely.
I don't think she could have asked for it actually to be any better.
Yeah, 10 for Cara. But yeah, her mother, Michelle, used to be a competitor in this very class, Michelle Carver. And now Lauren's out here carrying the torch, and hey, what a way to start. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Make 3 shoot downs. She had at least 1 podium in Benning.
Yeah. Did
I can't remember what she did in Metropolis.
Yeah, I was going to say Benning is the one where for some reason I was thinking she actually won. She had the lead for a little while there.
Yeah, Sharon Wallace was our winner
Yes,
there.
that's right.
And she took 2nd. Here we go. Nathan, they're bringing out, you're getting an up-close look at your favorite target.
Yuck. Look how gross that thing looks. Ugh.
We're saying this as Al Pirelli, the owner of Delta McKenzie Targets, is sitting about maybe 6 yards away.
Yeah.
Al's a
nothing
great guy.
against Delta McKenzie Targets.
No. They're
You know
excellent
what?
quality. It's the animal that we're saying is ugly, not the target.
Right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that, PJ. I got to change my mindset because I got to get back into competition. That needs to become my favorite.
Your
target.
favorite target.
I need to love
Yes.
that target.
I've heard several people say that when I complain about it. You got to change that.
Yeah. Got to be a positive thing. Ugh.
So
I
yeah,
just can't
folks,
do it.
You know, if you're sitting at home, Delta McKenzie, you know, these targets, they've got them on their website that you can buy and shoot them in your backyard. If you want to prep for ASA, you know, learn those scoring rings, or if you just want to practice for hunting, Delta McKenzie makes and sells these targets to anybody. Of course, that's our target of choice out here in ASA.
Has been for a long, long time.
Yep. And Al
So
Pirelli is from my neck of the woods. He's just about 30 minutes from my house. Great guy.
So they're
Great
judging.
company.
We've got 2 girls or 2 ladies that are going to be here shooting this final last chance arrow at that Wolverine target. And so they had to judge it after they set the target out there for them. And Kaylee will shoot first, and then Cara will just have to figure out what she needs to do because we've got such a big spread between Kaylee and Cara's score of 9 points. It could be a situation where all Cara has to do is just hit the target.
Yep. Yeah, they got 1 minute to judge it, and now we are ready for Kaylee to step up there and shoot it. Kaylee's another one who is super busy. She works as a nurse full time. She has a new baby at home. Not new, but under 2 years. And yeah, nurse. If any of you know a nurse, then you know how busy she is.
And anything can happen out here, PJ, because we see the wind whip up and then it goes away. And
so, Nathan, for folks who are out there, Kaylee has said archery is what allowed her to pay her way through nursing school.
Yeah. 14.
Got it. Yes.
Why not?
Kaylee Pettifer smashes the 14. Remember, a minute to judge that.
Yep.
Has no idea. I don't know how far it is, but it's not close.
Kaylee knows.
Kaylee knows. She got it. 471. So, Cara just needs to hit a 5.
Yeah.
Will tie her, but I think she has her own bonus rings. So I think Cara still just needs to hit the target. But, hey, props to Kaylee Pettiford.
Well, you know, we've seen through these shootouts today, people misset their sight. Can miss.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. So it's not over until it's done, but we're close to this one being in the bag. Looky there.
Gotta take your time.
Talk about the wind.
Plenty of time. 40 seconds. Now,
you see what Brandon Reyes, who's holding the umbrella, did. He switched sides. The wind is swirling.
Yeah.
And it was coming from the opposite direction just a second ago. Hey,
close enough,
there it is.
Cara.
8
That's
points.
all you needed.
8
all
points.
you had to do was hit that target. Oh, no. Kaylee actually did have her on bonus rings. So she needed an 8. Did she get it?
Yeah.
I thought she had her on bonus rings. She needed an 8. Oh, she got it. Nathan, wow. Oh, yeah, she had it right straight through the line, though. Holy cow. Folks, that's how close that was to her losing that on bonus rings. Whew, there you go. Yes, sigh of relief, Cara Kelly. I'm sure there was a minor heart attack happening there.
Yep. If she didn't have one, you and I kind of did over here.
I definitely did. Because I was thinking, she's got this locked up. Then they showed the bonus rings. Whoa, wait a minute.
The little man.
There he is. Way to go, Mom.
I think that's her arrow puller.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming over to the winner's circle. We're getting a double interview here. As we mentioned, Cara Kelly pulls off the double win. ASA Classic Champ, ASA Shooter of the Year. But I want to ask her how her cardiac situation is right now.
I can tell you what, she's strong. Hanging on to the little guy.
There she goes. Cara Kelly, how is your heart rate about now?
My doctor would not be happy. I know my husband is, though.
So take us through that. I mean, that's pressure packed right there.
Yeah.
You had to have an 8 to win.
Yeah, that wasn't the plan. I mean, center 10 was the plan. So, I mean, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I only shot a couple 8s all weekend, so I guess I saved it for there. But I honestly shot the Matthews Lift X33 all year, and I absolutely love that bow. Absolutely pounds, and it just feels good to get my 10th shooter of the year and another classic victory.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. 10-time shooter of the year, and now a classic victory to go at that, just adding to that resume. How many times now for the classic?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe I'll count when I'm done, but no, it just feels like an incredible blessing. And man, you put so many hours and time and effort into this game, and it never gets old doing that out there. So love it.
Cara Kelly, 2025 Women's Pro ASA Classic Champ and Shooter of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats.
We did it, buddy.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere after this commercial break. We'll be back with our final division of the night, Open Pro.
What a shot.
Got it. Unbelievable.
So Kyle needs an 8 to win.
8 to win. Oh, he went right at it.
10 or 10, done. This guy is unreal.
That's it. And he got it. Never played safe Gillingham.
How do you take archery's flagship arrow to a whole new level? Introducing the all-new Easton 5mm FMJ Max. It allows faster speeds to your target and features a seamless AccuCarbon core fused with a precision aluminum jacket overlay, delivering higher energy at impact and increased momentum, making it the ultimate shaft for taking down big game. FMJ Max, the go-to arrow for today's most serious bow hunters. To learn more, visit your Easton dealer now or go to eastonarchery.com.
This bow's packed with new features and technology. Next in the evolution of carbon bows.
I like it, dude.
Shooting IBO speeds of up to 340 feet per second. This bow will reach draw lengths of out to 32 inches.
Right where he said shut down. There's he's dead.
Oh, yeah. He got it.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
466. Wow. That's pretty good.
That's why people call him the GOAT right there.
I really feel like this is where I need to be.
Born in Clay City, Kentucky, we are manufactured, assembled, and shipped from the same place. We build equipment that lasts, season after season. From the final arrow to secure a national win, or up a tree stand on a buck of a lifetime. When you shoot a B3, you won't just be shooting history, you'll be making it.
What does it mean to be unrivaled? To be unrivaled isn't about winning a trophy. It's about putting in the hours that nobody else sees. To be unrivaled isn't just a choice, it's a lifestyle. It's to push yourself to be your best day in and day out. Gas Bowstrings. Be unrivaled.
Everybody in this group is really tight. So in this group, we're really actually shooting for the overall. And that's what this is really going to come down to.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic here in Cullman, Alabama. Nathan, our final group of the night, Open Pro. There's our leaderboard. Show us what we're looking at.
Top to bottom, 9 points difference. We got Glenn Bordwell at 421, Jace Bulls at 425, which is 5 points from the top. Levi Morgan, he's won a thing or two. He has got a 426, and Joe Goza is tied with him at 426 for second and third position. And Nate or Nathaniel Adkins tops our leaderboard at 430. This will be his first shoot-off.
Congratulations to all these guys, but we want to see who's going to win. First off, let's go back to Metropolis, to the Matthews Pro-Am, see how we finished up this class there.
grabbing umbrellas, and I promise you right now, the wind is a factor out there right now.
Yes.
Look at these trees rocking.
In case anyone had forgotten about the horrible weather that marked the 2025 Matthews Pro-Am, the Open Pro Shootdown started with heavy clouds rolling in on a stiff wind as co-leader Dan McCarthy was hunting for a double McCarthy win after his wife took the women's pro title. McCarthy held on to that lead all the way through the 5th arrow when the skies finally opened and dumped rain on the archers.
We only have to shoot one more arrow.
One more arrow.
One more.
No. What a monsoon.
The first 3 competitors to shoot the 6th arrow shot in heavy rain.
Holding good and steady. He smoked.
Got it.
He hit the same hole, didn't he? Yeah,
Oh, he did.
Exact
I thought
same
he was
arrow
right.
hole.
Man, inside out. No.
Low. A 10 to win.
10 to win.
Yeah.
But as if a sign of what was meant to be, that rain eased a bit for McCarthy, who only needed a 10 to take the W and complete the rare husband-wife double win in ASA shootdowns.
Because you never know. I mean, these guys can really bang away, and in the conditions, I can only speak for myself, but I had a hard time. I mean, I was just trying to cover 10. I wanted to shoot center 10 on a lot of those, except for that close target on that ram, and my pin movement was in the wind was just so left, right. The wind was coming out of the left, and it was coming out of the right. It was coming in your face. Just really hard to predict it. It was a tough shoot down, considering.
All right, here we go with our Open Pro final shoot down to close out the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic. Our 5th place qualifier with a score of 421 and 16 bonus rings. From Tully, New York, shooting for Elite, Glenn Bordwell. Our 4th place qualifier with a score of 425 and 16 bonus rings. From Albany, Kentucky, shooting for Elite, Jace Bowles. And our 3rd place qualifier with a score of 426 and 15 bonus rings. From Uniontown, Pennsylvania, shooting for Matthews, Levi Morgan. Our 2nd place qualifier with a score of 426 and 15 bonus rings. From Henniger, Alabama, shooting for Elite, Joseph Goza. And our number 1 qualifier with a score of 430 and 17 bonus rings. From Staunton, Virginia, shooting for Elite, Nate Adkins. Nate's got a couple fans out there, Nathan.
He does. I saw him a little earlier, and his wife was with him, and I said, "Hey, you brought the good luck charm, and here you are."
He shot. I saw his scorecard today, Nathan, and it looked like a known pro. It was just 12, 12, 12. I don't think he had any 8s today. Monster score. I believe he was like 20 or 22 up just today.
Well, today's the day you want to make it happen. Now, don't get me wrong. You can lose it the first day, but you don't win it. So the second day is when you want to be hot.
Yeah.
And he's definitely coming in there hot. And if he starts off here and he gets a good lead here on this javelina, which is his first target, he'll feel good about it.
There he goes. I heard a yes. And we saw Glenn Bordwell. 10 on the links, it looks like, but I heard cheers for Nate Adkins.
So Glenn called the upper, so he may have that actually. And Nate also called the upper on that javelina.
Jace Boyles. Man, we're going to have some bonus rings here. Here we go.
Nate Adkins,
Nate
12.
Adkins, our leader, jumps out with a 12. Let's see what Joe Goza did. He's in the vicinity of that lower, Nathan.
I mean, naked eye from here, I'd say top of the 12.
Here we go. 12. All right. Can Levi keep it going? Levi had to start on our longest target. I know that 12 is low on that wolf, but that arrow looks real low, Nathan.
It looks a little right to me. Height
okay,
is probably
10.
not too
All right.
bad.
No harm.
Yep, just a little
That's
right.
the longest one. I want to talk about Levi here in a minute because I got the thing I saw today was just super cool. But we want to finish out our scoring.
Jace did call upper here.
Yep.
Looks
I think
like
he
it's
smashed
12.
it. He did, yes. And Glenn Boardwell.
Who called upper?
Nathan, this is unknown distance.
Right.
We have 3 12s out of 4 targets so far. Excuse me.
And now we got 4.
Glenn Boardwell. And the only one that didn't was a 10, the longest target out here.
Yeah. 4 out of 5.
So what I wanted to tell you, Nathan, is about Levi Morgan. He's our shooter of the year in this class. This was his 14th.
Jeez.
But what was cool was, okay, 14 of these, you get to think he's been shooting this so long, you know, he might be going through the motions. I watched him shoot the very last arrow. And, normally Levi's powerful, smooth shooter. I watched him and I was like, Levi, that may be the worst shot I've ever seen you take. And he said, I was so nervous. So nervous. So at this level, as long as he's been doing it, it still means that much to him to win shooter of the year.
So,
I just thought that was cool.
Yeah, and I can add a little bit to that as an aging archer. I can't add to that 14-time shooter of the year mentality. But as an aging archer, you always wonder, is this the last time?
Is this the last one? Yeah.
Is this the last time?
Well, if anybody thinks Levi's going through the motions, he is not. It still means a lot to him.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And he just went for a 14, but I think he's going to be low.
Yeah, that's going to be just
all right. So, Glenn Boardwell on our javelina here is
upper.
An 8 for Glenn.
It's going to move him to 445. Oh, sorry, 441.
Next up is Nate Adkins. He wants to.
He called upper.
10.
Looks
wants
like he's
to
just
keep
left.
That magic, whatever he had today. He wants to keep that going.
He sure does.
Now this one really looks low on the wolf.
Honestly, I think it's just barely under it. It isn't. I think it's an 8, but it's just
an 8.
It's not that low.
Just missed. Levi's not going to like this bow doodle bighorn here. That's going to be an 8.
Yeah, that'll move him to. But in that situation again, Levi's done this how many times? You got to calculate the risk, and that's the one you want to shoot at.
Closest target.
Closest target, biggest 14.
Yep.
I would say that all of these are the same size, but sometimes they appear a little bit bigger, and this is one of them.
The 10s and 12s are the same sizes, but yeah, those 14s do vary.
Mm-hmm. Javelina being the smallest of the 14s.
All right, well, now we know what Levi's going to do the rest of the way. 14, 14, 14. But Nate Adkins has padded his lead there. He's up to 6 points over Joseph Goza. Nate would be looking for his first win as a pro in this division.
I can't remember how many years he's actually been competing as a pro, but I've known Nate a while, and I'll tell you, he works super hard at this. As all these guys do.
Levi on that Lynx. Upper. Now.
He called upper.
So he said that's something he knew he did this weekend. He was calling all uppers.
Interesting.
Which he doesn't usually do,
No,
but
he
he
does
said
not.
his normal game wasn't working, so he had to change something. That was it.
Interesting. Joe Goza smashed.
That's
that
a lower 12 on the sheep. Bighorn.
You didn't see that, but Joe smashed that 12 on that bighorn, and Levi looked over him and says, "Hey, you meant to put that flag up." He's like, and he was looking down like, "Did I forget to do that?"
So Jace, I believe, had a 10 on the first one. Oh, 14 for Glenn Boardwell.
Man.
All right.
That's a good move.
Glenn Boardwell, his sister Katie shoots in the women's known pro division. Boardwell family. An 8 there for
Nate.
That is for Nate.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the Boardwells own a shop in Tully, New York,
Yeah.
archery shop. I believe it's called Legends of the Fall. Yeah.
I can't ever forget that name.
If you're in that vicinity, go check them out.
They know a thing or two.
They certainly do. Here's Goza, and I think he got this. Yes, he did.
That will help him out right
12
there.
for
That gets him
Joseph Goza.
That gets him 2 points behind Nate now.
So Joseph Goza has been competing in this game for a long time.
So PJ, Joe and I are same age. We started shooting at the same time. That made me feel really old just then.
Sorry about that. but
it's true.
It's
true.
impressive to see him out here still. He still has game.
Oh, he's got a lot.
He's got game.
He's got a lot of game, and you won't find a better person too.
Yeah, yeah. He's a good guy. 100%. Always fun to talk to Joe
Yeah,
out there on the range.
I would even say his wife Mandy is probably, if she's watching right now, you know, Mandy, you made him what he is. I love you guys.
There's a look at Joe on that lynx, and
Good
guess
shot.
what? We got
Good
another
shot.
12. That's Levi on the javelina. I can't tell if that's just right of it, Nathan.
It's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
That angle.
Jace Boyles is how it looks, but I've been told that's not how you pronounce it.
Oh, he's just under that 14. It's a
Went
good
14.
Good run. That's his dad holding the umbrella for him.
Oh,
by
gotcha.
the way. Philip.
All right. So Levi
10
with
for
a
Levi.
10 on the javelina.
That's going to put him at 466.
Glenn Boardwell. No, this is
Jace.
This is Jace, sorry.
Yes.
The sun is right in my eyes now.
Jace was an
This
8.
is Glenn. I'm thinking that might be a little low. Oh,
12.
no, it's not.
I told you that one runs really
12.
low.
Oh, wait.
He called
Shuffling.
Upper. He called upper.
Oh,
so
he
it's
called
10.
upper. He didn't see the flag. So that was a 10.
Well, okay, so just something to note there. Really good play.
Yeah.
Really good play.
Yes, because clearly his number was a bit off.
That's right.
Here we go. 10.
10 for
Nate.
Puts him at 470.
And Joe Goza, I believe, is going to take, I think we're going to get a share of the lead here for Joe Goza.
Called upper.
Wait, did he, Joe Goza? He
No,
didn't
no,
call
no, I'm
upper. No,
sorry.
no, no.
I was looking at the wrong flag.
Just left Nathan.
Yeah, that's close.
10. I thought he had it.
It looked good, just naked eye looking down
I thought
there.
that was going to tie it up. Nope. Man, this is still
It's a tight
anybody's
race.
game.
Yeah. I mean-
Jason Glenn, they're not out of it.
Oh, no, top to bottom, there's 7 points.
Wow. And the podium for sure is anybody's guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is good. This is what you want to see at the Classic. You want to see these guys really jockeying for position, working hard. You want to see some rewarded efforts when somebody shoots at a 14 and they get it, you know, taking that risk. That's why this was instilled in the ASA a long time ago. That's why this is different than a gold 10 ring and, you know, the middle that just gets gold and you got a 10 and a 9 and an 8 and a 7 that just goes out of the middle. This is risk reward archery. It's the links.
Oh, got a fist bump. Oh, Jace, he was bobbling there, it looked like, in the wind.
Tell you, this wind, it switches direction really quick.
Look at that. Look at the color on that bow he had there. Boy, that was a beauty. Oh, and Glenn's got that beautiful color, too, for that new Elite Victra. He's got the black cherry. Jace has the raspberry.
That's right.
2 new colors. And I guess this is probably a good way to debut a bow. You got 2 of them in the finals.
I tell you what, it's hard to hard to imagine it being that good. I mean, these guys literally got these bows just last week?
Yeah.
They got to be happy.
That was Goza with a 10 and an 8. 4, is that Levi next to him?
Yes.
I think it is. Yeah, he went for that 14 again. Just can't get that one dialed.
474.
This is Jace Bowles.
Jace shooting at the 14, just a little bit low for an 8, and he really needed to do that.
Yeah, now folks are taking some chances to try and reel in Nate.
So we got Glenn here who called the upper. I'm going to say that's close. I don't know, but it's close. It's at least a 10.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh,
got it.
There it is. Glenn Boardwell.
He needed that.
Yeah.
That keeps him. Actually, that just bumped him to 3rd place.
Yes, it did. He leapfrogs over Levi.
Let's see what Nate did here. He called upper.
10.
So 10.
Okay.
So we got.
All right.
So we got these. Let's let these scores repopulate here real quick.
Yeah.
So that was 5 shots right there.
480 for Nate Adkins. Look at that focus, man.
So everyone is within 10 points of the leader. So everyone will get to shoot 1 more arrow. And we're going to have Jace Bulls will be in 5th place.
Yep, there we go.
At 471. Levi Morgan in 4th at 474. Glenn Boardwell jumped up with that.
Yes,
that
he did.
last shot there to 477 for 3rd. 1 point ahead. Joe goes at 478, and Nate hanging on to a 2-point lead. This is getting good.
Wow. Nathan, our last division of the evening, our last shot of the division, and it's tight.
Yes.
This is what we want to see.
I mean, so just laying some things out here. Totally dependent on what target and how they set it out here, which looks like they're going back to the old
Wolverine. Last chance archery, last chance arrow.
Yes. So that's not close.
Nope.
It's definitely not a target that you want to play around with. And what I mean by play around, in normal scoring competition, you're not going to see a ton of people gunning hard at that 12 on that target, because you see how little distance there is from the bottom of that 12 ring to the 8 line.
Yeah.
So just a little bit low, and you're a 5.
You're a 5.
7-point swing. Okay, so most of these guys play pretty safe on this target. But this is the last arrow.
This is the classic last
for
arrow.
the championship.
Safe is out the window.
That's exactly right. So the question is, how comfortable are they? Because your comfort level and your confidence level make a huge difference in the shot that you make and the one you attempt. So those are 2 different things, by the way, the shot you make and the shot you attempt.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the attempt is, am I shooting at the 14? Am I shooting at the 12? And the shot you make is the execution level. So,
wow,
this gets fun.
Yeah. What are you feeling right now? Your Nate Adkins 2-point lead. Your first win's going to be the Classic Championship potentially.
Been there.
Butterflies? I mean, Nate's a pretty even keeled. He's not one who gets super excited.
Yeah. So,
but I'm sure he wants this real bad.
Yeah. So, I think, at least for me, what I'm setting here, putting myself in his shoes and trying to think like he's thinking right now, he's probably playing the shot through his mind. Like, you know, he's going to have to wait and see what everyone does before he knows what shot he has to attempt.
Conversely, Jace Boyles he doesn't seem to feel pressure,
Nope.
and here he's in 5th. There really is no pressure.
Oh, just off.
Just off the 14.
Just off.
He tried.
Yeah. Good effort. He had nothing to lose.
Good effort, Jace.
Nothing to lose there.
We
Good round.
We
Good
don't know the
weekend.
order yet, but he finishes top 5, that's for
Yes.
sure. We do know that.
So here's Levi Morgan.
All right.
14 time.
Is he getting an 8? He got a 5. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
14 time shooter of the year. And I can't begin to know how many classic championships this guy's won. And like you said,
Pile.
he still shakes and gets nervous.
Still shakes. Still gets nervous. To me, that's just cool.
Yeah.
To see that someone who's been doing it this long, it still matters. It's not just, I'll just go out here and shoot my bow.
Yeah. You got to handle it. It's business. You just go to work. Bow's got a little movement to it. There is a little wind, too.
Same as Jace,
Just
basically.
right.
Just right.
Going to be an 8.
He's still going to take home that shooter of the year check, so
Yeah.
it's not too bad for Levi.
It's a good weekend for the Morgan family.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just right for an 8. Good weekend again for Levi.
Good weekend. Yep. Awesome.
So here goes.
Here we go.
This is the attempt that I'm talking about.
Yep.
So what does Glenn do? How bad does he want this? Does he want that 14? I mean, obviously he wants it, but does he want a podium more than he wants 14?
So a 5, he still is 3rd because he's got bonus rings.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even think
No
about
less
that.
than 3rd.
He has the most bonus rings of anyone out
Yeah.
there. So he's got that in his favor.
I say go for it. Unless he can see that. Look, there's a good shot, Nathan. You can see the 12 ring is bigger than the 14 on the Wolverine.
Oh, and he got it.
He got it.
He got it.
Yes. Glenn Boardwell.
Black Cherry just smoked a 14.
Yes.
That's what we wanted to see.
Dialed it up. Most pressure, and he got it. Yeah. That away, Glenn. All right.
Here we go.
So, Joe Goza.
So a 12 is not going to help Joe.
I can't do math. You're right. He needs a 14.
He needs a 14.
To at least stay, not drop to 3rd.
Well, he can't beat Glenn without a 14.
No, he can't.
So that's what he's looking at. If he's wanting to win this thing, he's going to have to hit the 14. To put pressure on Nate to have to hit the 14.
Let's see it. I want to see another one.
Here we go.
Come on, Joseph.
Pretty steady.
He is steady. Look at that.
Oop, a little bit of movement.
That's a long hold, Nathan.
Yep.
Yeah, there
Yep.
you go. Good. Good job.
So he's got a clock here, a 1-minute clock.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
And, Joe is typically a pretty quick shooter as far as the shot itself. He doesn't hold forever.
Nope.
He's not the fastest shooter out there, but he's definitely not the slowest.
He's got 20 seconds.
Plenty of time.
time.
He's got a good marker.
Oh, and he got it!
He got it!
Oh, yeah. Nathan.
Wow.
Come on.
This is awesome.
Last arrow, 2 14s on the target we all hate.
Smoked it.
Crushed it. All right.
Okay.
Nate. Josh Grine explaining it.
Nate already knows. Trust me, at this point, he's just focused on what he's got to do. He knows the shot.
He needs a 12 or better.
A 12 wins it for him because it
Oh, yeah.
ties Joe and beats him on bonus rings.
Yes, but it has to be a
But
bonus
it
ring.
has to be a ring.
Wow, Nathan. This is the ASA Classic.
A little bit of movement.
Oh, he got it.
He got it.
He got it. Yeah.
He got it.
Nate Adkins.
That is awesome.
Nathan.
14.
Come on.
14. 12.
It doesn't get any better
Holy
than that.
smokes.
How's that to end your season?
Yes.
12 for
Scott
Nate Adkins.
Scott makes it official. That is awesome.
You gotta be kidding me.
What a good shoot-off.
That is the way to end it. And for it to be your first win, Nathan.
No kidding.
Come on.
I mean, you know, he went through that like he'd done that 100 times. And you know what? In his mind, I'm sure he has.
Yeah, for sure. You know, everybody talks about you shooting baskets in the backyard. You're like, this is to win the championship. Yep. I'm sure he has shot that shot saying the same thing.
Absolutely. You know he has. And when you see it happen over and over and over in your mind again, it just gets more like you to do it. But still, he just did it in real life and in real time. He did.
There's the wife. There's the good luck charm. All right, he's going to grab his bow and come over here. He probably doesn't know where he is right now.
He's in La La Land.
All right, he's going to come over to our headset. We got to thank him just for ending our show this way. What a way for us to end our broadcast.
No kidding.
All right.
I think he's about to get.
There he goes. Yeah. Got the headset on. Nate Adkins, 2025 ASA Classic champ. But tell us about that last arrow.
I don't know, man. Little luck. I don't know. I don't know what to say. That was crazy. Shooting against these guys, and I've been grinding, and it's been a rough go for a few years, but finally put one together this weekend, and I don't even know what to say.
Well, Nate, I saw you earlier today, and we were talking about how well you shot today, and I told you, I said, you know what? This is when it matters. This is when it counts. This is the day. As you were going through all of that out there, and you had to shoot the last arrow, was you thinking that I'm going to have to 12, I'm going to have to 14, something to get this win?
I really did. I knew who was shooting out there with me, and I knew where the scores were. I knew they were going to hit some rings. I had to hit something. So luckily I only had to hit 12, and I had a good aiming point. Had pretty good numbers all weekend, so I was able just to fire one. It shook when it needed to and hit right in the middle.
Nate Adkins, 2025 Open Pro ASA Classic champ. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Wow.
All right, folks, what a way to end the 2025 season. It was incredible. For the entire Competition Archery Media broadcast team, I'm PJ Riley, sitting alongside Nathan Brooks. Thanks to everybody who tuned in this season. We'll see you in February.